Yeah, hello. Yeah, no, I just talked to Mr. X. I'm coming on live right now. I'm live. I'm live right now. I'm live right now. We got 16 people. Who? Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you, Rainbow. All right. Let me get over here now. Miss Barbara. All right. Here I go. Okay. Here we go, guys. This song is for Watch Her Crazy. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. All right, here we go.
I try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife, come what may. I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt, a big fat stinking cunt. Say it ain't true, but I'm here to tell you, you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, a motherfucking cunt. Fuck you. Everybody knows from your head to your toes, you're a big fat stinking cunt. I try to be real nice, say it twice, be real nice, even though it is hard to keep up this facade. And now I see, dearie me, what a hassle this would be. I'm out of luck, don't give a fuck, cause you're the cunt, not me. Why don't you go fuck yourself, dickhead? You are a cunt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, everybody's doing good. It is 8:03 Wednesday night of January 1st, 21st of 2026. We are the most beautiful people here on earth. And Rainbow Melon, how are you? Texas Granny, how are you? Mr. Expose is robocall is coming out. Okay, cool. And I just want to say hello to everybody. Mr. X is in the house. Yeah, and so Rainbow Melon, how are you, sweetheart? Daniel, how you doing, Daniel? Come on in here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have a real live show tonight. We're going to have a good show. Katie Company, how are you? Barbara Buffalo, how are you? Christine Pertano, how are you? And PZ, how are you? And everybody else, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay, Johnny TV. Mr. X is going to come up on the panel tonight. Johnny, I'm at work. Great, Johnny, at work on my break. Okay, cool, Rainbow Melon. I'm glad that you are here listening, and I'm glad you're here. And yeah, so I was sitting down and I was sitting down and I got an email from Mr. X, and he says, "Hey, buddy, are you going to go live tonight?" And I says, "I could." And he says, "Yeah, do it." So I said, "Okay, let's do it." So we're here live. Yeah. So we're here live and good shit like that. Let's do this right here. Sound from shorts, okay? Okay, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, come on, come on. Let's have some fun. Thanks, Johnny. $2. Yes, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Yeah. Me and PZ, and I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story. Me and PZ were listening to the police scanner tonight, and we heard a couple of calls, but one guy got hit on Locust Street. One guy got hit by a car on his scooter. Yeah. The song hit the spot. Yeah, this song hit the spot. Yeah, Rainbow Melon. I didn't know you want me to keep playing music, girl. Yeah, so that's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Yep, everything's going crazy. Yep. Oh, Mr. X is in the house. Here he is. Okay, let me see my line. Yeah. Mr. X, what's going on with you, bad boy?
Just got in, dude. Just got in from the gym.
I bet you worked out.
I did that CS4 class that they have, which is like
Yeah.
kind of a circuit class. That shit's tough. What's up, Barbara Buffalo? What's up, people in the chat, Katie? Afterwards, I just went down and they said, so when is your class? And I said, well, huh? What do you mean? And they go, which class do you teach? I go, I don't teach any class. They thought I was a fucking instructor. Fucking athlete.
Hey, we got a new person in the chat room called Dat Boy. How you doing,
right.
Dat Boy?
That boy's in the house. Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, yeah, they're asking me if I'm running the classes over there, and then next thing you know, there was one of the trainers up there, and she sat down, got real close to me, started rubbing up on my leg, wanted some of the Mr. X.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
Yeah. So anyway, PZ scratched one of these scratchers off, two of them.
Okay.
And they were losers.
Fuck.
They were losers. They were the crossword puzzles. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. See that? They were the crossword puzzles, and they lost.
Yeah, those ones are the hardest to understand.
Yeah, I don't understand those either, Mr. X, but he likes doing crossword puzzles and stuff like that. But I still got the other three right here, Mr. X. I still got the other three right here that hasn't been even scratched off yet. I started doing it, but then something came up on the channel the other night. You know
what they should do? I mean, it's weird because I see like the United Football League or the NFL or the lottery tickets or this. They always like have like real basic generic logos and games. Like the UFL, they could come up with so much better logos, and the lottery could have so much better games. Like I'll give you an example of a better game. They should have one for the gays. We talked about this before. And what it would be like 6 different holes. And then if you scratch it off on the other side, it's a glory hole and Johnny's face is there. If Johnny's face there, you win $100. The glory. You tell me that wouldn't sell out. Even if you're not gay, you'd probably have a good time getting that. I mean, what does it matter? It'd be fun. That's what I think.
I just want to say this, Mr. X. Rainbow Melon just gifted me 5 memberships. Thank you, Rainbow Melon. And Tessie is a new member. And then Barbara Buffalo came in at $2. Thank you, Barbara Buffalo, with a $2 super sticker. I really appreciate it. You ladies are awesome. Thank you very much.
Rainbow Melon bought 5 subscriptions or memberships?
Yeah.
Memberships. Yeah, she's real tight with the money, too.
Doctor Thug Economics, how you doing? Nice to have you here.
Doctor of Thugonomics. That must be a John Cena reference.
Yeah.
Because remember he used to do the rap gimmick and all that stuff?
Yeah. I did that 2 weeks. I did it last week too, Johnny. I don't remember. Oh, okay, Rainbow Melon. If I didn't remember, okay. Well, thank you again. And he just said word life, Mr. X.
Yeah, that's the word life. Basic Thugonomics. That's right. That's a John Cena gimmick. I tell you what, when I saw John Cena, he was in OVW, and he was this little gimmick that was called the Prototype. I was like, that guy is going to be something. I saw him cutting promos before he was even in WWE, and I was like, and then he was kind of floundered around at the beginning. Then when he got into that Doctor of Thugonomics thing, I'm like, he's going to be the next champion. And he fucking went. And the next thing you know, he's around 25 years. I've seen him in person before. He's big. He looks like a lineman, but he's kind of short.
Yeah.
Now, he's not fat or anything. Obviously not, but I think he's a couple years older than me, like a year or two. Nobody remembers that. I remember when you bought those Rainbow Melon, even though you're sometimes tight with the dollar.
Who are you talking about? Mr. X, he wants to know who you're talking about.
I was talking about John Cena.
John Cena.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him. Everyone knows who he is.
Yeah, and then we were talking about Rainbow Melon and John Cena, and we were going back and forth.
Oh, okay. I was
Yep.
taking out the trash.
He was
heard
taking out the
Rainbow
trash.
Melon-
You didn't hear it.
Rainbow Melon recently went lesbian. Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. Now the robocall has gone out for the Johnny, the robo text. Yeah, apparently, and I didn't know this till right before we came on, but I didn't know but I guess Angel Gotti's on, and I'm like I heard about it right before we came up, and I was like, I didn't even know. And I are they just talking about the same SoFlo thing over and over again?
No, they're talking to DLC and Ian now. DLC went in and started a bunch of shit, and Ian's there too now, talking about his sewer thing.
And then somebody said that there was a thing where she had 100 people fall off in a second or something.
Yeah, I watched it happen.
Okay.
I told
Well-
her she didn't even care, I guess. I never got a comment back. And
Well,
then
I don't think
DLC got
she's
580
buying them.
people.
I don't think she's buying them, but somebody's buying them.
Somebody is, yeah.
Yeah, there's no question.
Because she had
Here's the thing that doesn't make any sense. How could she, and I'm not blaming Angel, how could she have 11 or 1,200 people? SoFlo goes off. He has 300 or 400 people. And I mean, you want to buy subscribers or somebody buys them for you, whatever. I mean, I don't really give a shit, but SoFlo had 9 people participating in his chat. Most of them were mods, and that's counting him. And he had 700 people or 300 to 400 people watching him. And then Angel Gotti had 11 or 1,200 at the exact same time. Nobody cared about SoFlo that much. Like, there wasn't that many people. So now they care about him. You know, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Hello, Queen. How are you? So,
DLC, I got your wrench dangling right here. That's right. Dude, I'm tired. Fuck.
You're tired?
Yeah, I mean that shit was exhausting. And they're like, "Oh, there's a candlelight stretching thing, very LA. I guess they have some yoga room there." And they're like, and I was like, "Well, I'm thinking what hot chick teaches this class?" And it was like some dude. Just a regular looking dude. I mean, he wasn't a gay dude. I don't know, just like a regular dude with a goatee. And they had all these fucking candles out in this like hot yoga room, and it's just for stretching. You stretch out these balls. Data Boy says Mr. X Angel is terrified of that Ripper. I don't know who that Ripper is. I don't know who I've heard that name, but I don't really know.
It's so.
Oh, SoFlo?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's who the Reaper is. That's
I'm not terrified of anybody on here.
I know
The only thing that's gonna get ripped was him getting ripped out of the country. I heard ripped from his home and out of the country.
Hey, Rizman, how you doing, bud?
Queen of Austin says, "I just ate an orange. Good."
I just got done eating these, Mr. X. Look at this. Let me show you what I just got done eating.
I thought you were on a diet. You're eating these food. That should kill you. That'd kill my stomach, and I didn't have surgery on it 3 weeks ago.
This is diet. This is diet Cheeto Puffs.
But aren't they hot?
Yeah. I don't eat like constantly, like repeatedly eating one after the other one. I'll eat 2 or 3 of them and put the bag away.
I think it's just something like, for me, eating hot stuff like that. Like if I were to eat like hot Cheetos, regardless of their diet or not, when I were to go to the bathroom later, my asshole would be burning.
Woo! Hot tamale.
Yeah, my stomach just cannot handle that.
So
I should say these kind of things because then somebody will clip something and then put it out of context. But
so is he still going to do? Crab Leg Friday this Friday?
Yeah, I think that's still going on, and I guess he wanted me to move back Night Owl Network to Saturday. Or he'll put something up there for that. I don't know. I don't know what 100%, but I plan on doing XNN before that, and then Crab Legs Friday will be after that on Friday. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, we're a day or two away from that, but It was kind of hard. Jim's traveling. He's doing the sports stuff. A lot of things are going on, you know.
Yeah. He's got to take care of number one first.
Yeah. I mean, Grant, I took a 9.5 hour nap today, and I'm just out of the loop on everything. I'm just completely aloof. Fucking idiot. Johnny, how much do you weigh now?
I weigh 240.
That's good.
240. I'm trying to get lower, Mr. X. I'm trying to get lower.
What about going to the gym?
I don't have. Well, they require first of all, if you're going to go sign up to a gym, I've been doing some research on it. If you go, and you got to be committed to it for one.
Sure.
And you got to be committed to whatever payment they want from you for a gym cost. I don't know. I just been doing some research on it, and I might still do it. Go sign up for a
Fitness. The cheapest one used to be like $20 a month. I think $29.99 for LA Fitness. I don't know what's the closest one to you. Anytime Fitness is a little bit more, but even if you go in there and just get on the treadmill, get on the bike a little bit, just you do your walking that you do anyway, and just do a little. So Jim's like, I'm sick of you talking about the gym all the time. Well, that's something I do a couple times a week. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Fuck.
Hi, Mean Green.
Oh, Mean Green's here too. I like.
Hello, Carol H.
I like that little dog she's got there in her picture. I think that's a little dog. Look at him. It's a little beast.
So you lost 75 pounds. Yes.
Wow.
Well, no, it was like 78 pounds. 78 pounds.
Yes, Tessie says after Mr. X went off Angel's panel the other night, this show was supposedly shutting down. And why was SoFlo allowed to come back up? I don't know, Tessie. I didn't see it. It was deleted. I guess Bob went up there. People were asking me where it was at. They wanted to watch it. It was deleting. I don't know. I mean, that's for you guys. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, if SoFlo is deported, if he's not deported, I mean, the jury's still out. I mean, I'm not going to talk about him all night, nor do I really give a fuck. Cares, Compton Fitness, yeah, they have that. They gotta teach you how to shoot in there.
Oh, wait a minute, you from Compton, dude?
He's not from Compton. Most of the people from Compton these days are Hispanic. They're not even black anymore.
I know, right?
All that South Central LA that people always used to hear about in the 90s and all that, It's changed. A lot of black people left after the riots.
Look what Du Bois wrote.
Bob was being two-faced to Jim. We would have to agree. We talked to Bob on Jim Terry TV on Tuesday. Bob's the kind of guy who talks to everybody. I mean, he can do what he wants. I mean, I don't know. He's not harming us. He's not doing anything wrong to us. Hey, Carol, what's up?
He says no, Johnny, LOL. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a quick little story to tell.
Go ahead.
So there's, girl Ryan.
Yep.
Who doesn't?
She's like fucking Freddy Krueger, man. Like, we don't talk about her forever. We barely bring her up. And then she'll disappear for a while, and then she'll pop back up. And then I'm like, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't speak about her. Right?
Yeah.
So we hadn't talked about her in a long time. But I heard she popped up, and I think it was on Sashio's. Don't quote me. And I heard, and I think somebody sent me screenshots of it. That's how I heard about it, that she was claiming that we read out all her information on the OTT, which is, gave out all her credit card information, something to that extent, which is a lie. About 2 years ago, we had an issue with the OTT. Maybe it was 2.5. I don't remember. It was like September of like a couple years ago, a year and a half ago, whatever it was. The issue was, if you signed up for the OTT and you canceled your membership, you still got access. And I think we ended up figuring out there were like, I don't know if there was 30 or 50 people that had access. And most of them just said, hey, we'll give you something for it or whatever. And I think it was the lady she's in California. Her name is Ace's mama. She's got the dog, and she's Ace is her dog. And she says, did you guys know this was going on? Now, meanwhile, during all this time frame, girl Ryan was trying to become a new host. Now that BJ was leaving. So this is over like a year and a half ago, like I said. She was trying to sell merch on our show, kissing our ass. And at the same time, she said she was dying of like liver failure from drinking too much. Then she was miraculously healed. It's a miracle, Right. So all this weird shit happened with her. And we never wanted her part of the show because we knew she was a fucking cancer. We knew she was a problem. I mean, as much stuff, I'm going to show you her YouTube page in a second. She would make dolls about me, shirts about me, but then she would have to hide, and she couldn't let her. When we would talk about the snitch, we were talking about girl Ryan. She is probably the most two-faced snitch person that I've ever seen on YouTube since I've been doing this. I refused to ever talk to her on the phone. When Jim would say I got snitches, he was mostly talking about girl Ryan. So I guess there was some email that went out, and this is, like I said, over a year ago, to Danielle. Now, Danielle doesn't like girl Ryan at this point. And Danielle reads the email, and it's girl Ryan shit-talking us. And also talking about there being issues with the OTT. Well, apparently, girl Ryan knew the entire time that she was getting the OTT for free while being able to, pitch stuff, pitch merchandise, come up on our shows, try to be a co-host and all this kind of stuff. We would have never known if it wasn't for Ace's mama. So we figured it out. And then girl Ryan goes, yeah, that's right. After girl Ryan got exposed and we figured out she was lying, and she was lying about other things too. I'm just wrapping this up in a short and sweet bow. And I said, girl Ryan, can I think I have this in an email. I'd have to go and check, but we definitely talked about it on the show. To be able to explain what happened here, can I use your account as an example? I'm going to show you, if you're okay with this, and I said the same thing to Texas Granny, I'm going to use your account as an example. Now, that didn't mean reading off any kind of real private information. Like, we don't have people's credit cards information, but we could see like the last 4. Like, I didn't even go that far. Why would I? It's not necessary. But I used her history of her coming in and coming out, and we talked about that. We didn't give out her email address. We didn't say any of that kind of stuff. And don't forget, we also have a clause within our OTT that if something is damaging our OTT, it's in our terms of service and it's in our privacy clause, that we're allowed to talk about it. Now, girl Ryan was friends with us at this time. We discussed it. Nothing really that personal or private, even though she said it was okay. We have her discussing it on the show, was ever revealed. And that was the end of it. Now, girl Ryan sends me emails and says, I think it's still not working. She tried to sign up for it, but then she was getting it for free and this and that. She continued to be a problem, and we just booted her. Now, here's the thing. She did pay us for all the months that she owed us. She did pay us. In fact, she said on shows, and this is public, it's not me stating it, she got the money from her baby daddy. She didn't have the money. Everybody else said, hey, listen, I'll back pay it. I'll do this. I'll do that. Some people left. And, we didn't get it all from everybody, but some people came in. And then we figured out the rest of the stuff with the OTT. They kind of cut us a deal. So we didn't break even, but we got pretty close. We figured it out. No big deal. And there was no way we could catch it. So nothing. So now fast forward, we booted girl Ryan from the OTT. We wanted nothing to do with her. She's now healed. She doesn't have this. And everything I'm talking about right now is nothing that's private information, are things she has discussed on shows. Okay. So she goes on Sashio's show, and dude, I tell you this, when all this stuff was going on with that glitch on the OTT, I had never heard of Angel Gotti or Michael Sashio or Tony Soflo or Eric Foss or anybody from that fucking MobTube group ever in my life. Never heard of any of the, like, I knew who John Gotti was, but I couldn't tell you what one of his kids' names were. I didn't even know the history of John Gotti Jr. I didn't know that John Gotti III was a boxer. Didn't know any of that stuff. Nothing. I knew he had some kids, but I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't tell you anything about it. I didn't follow, let alone them being on YouTube. So what I think happens is these haters that are booted out of a bunch of communities, and we've seen this with ourselves too, like with Lips or Nicolina or somebody like Danielle, like for whatever reason, like they're out of different communities, Confluence, either by they leave or they're booted out. And we got some of those people at first because we're just like, hey, we'll take anybody who's being nice to us. Why would we have a problem with anybody? And then you kind of weed out the bad apples, especially if they're stealing from you, like Girl Ryan was. Granted, right. She did have it paid off eventually. Okay. And then after she paid and she started to actually pay for it, we didn't want her business. We just booted her. So I would even argue, Girl Ryan, you made your husband made you whole. I don't even know if that would even fully consist of you ever being an OTT member. You stole it and you knew you were stealing it. Then somebody, now you might have had it for a month or two beforehand. I don't know. I'd have to go and look. And that would be your I did have it before. I paid for a month and then maybe. But for the majority of the time that you were on there, you were stealing it. And you knew you were stealing it. Danielle and other people exposed you. You talked about it too. So now Girl Ryan goes on Sauce Shield, right? And I'm allowed to talk about this. I'm not on the OTT. I'm free to speak about what I want to speak about. And she starts misinforming, telling people that we're reading out, or whoever show she went on, and we're reading out her information. It's a lie. I mean, it's a lie by omission. Did we read out her information, some of her information? Nothing that was super private, with her permission, with her fucking verbal oral permission on the show. And so after all this was over, we really had almost never spoke about her again unless she was doing some hater stuff. She was never, ever a topic. Like, how SoFlo is a hot topic right now? She was never a hot topic ever as long as SoFlo has been in the last week. Ever. Maybe a day her name might come up. Nobody fucking spoke about her. So there's a woman out there who is probably, in my estimation, 0-29. She has never won or never had any successes against any streamer that she deems that has done something to her. And that person I'm talking about is Confluence. Okay? So Confluence puts out a post. Once again, sticking her nose, Monkey, once again, sticking her nose in our business interference and all that. And she's writing to Girl Ryan. And she's like, here you go. There was never an opt-out clause for Thorium-230 customers and this and that. And who's to say at the beginning of the year that Thorium-230 still runs the OTT? Who's to say that Thorium-230 or whatever this company is in California? Girl Ryan's not in California. You are Confluence or were, and you've never been on the OTT, and you're sticking your nose into our business with misinformation. By the way, this one, and this is 4 days ago. So you see this at the top here? I haven't even seen any of this. I just heard about this today. This shows how high or low up they are on my radar. I didn't even know about any of this. I didn't read terms of service and this and that. If you think that you have some kind of suit or think you have something against us, and she says, I have the recordings. Well, how do you have the recordings, Confluence? You've never been a subscriber to Jim Terry TV that I'm aware of. You're not part of what we do. And if you have been, we would ban you. We would ban anybody who's filed a false police report. Your police report, Confluence, it's one of your 29 losses that I say. You're 0-29. The Coronado Police Department laugh when they hear your name. We got the recording. We've played it. They literally laugh when they hear your name. I think one of the detectives down there, I know one of the detectives down there, last time Jim spoke about you, and this is within the last couple weeks, called you a fucking whack job. Confluence, let me tell you something. I've told you this over and over again. I made an example of Watch Her Crazy. Leanne was tamed by Mr. X. And you are in the state of California, where I happen to spend a little bit of time in. I'm telling you, if you continue to stick your nose and create business interference with our business, and I'm not even saying this is our business anymore, but if you do, we're going to pull all that information, and I've told you this before, we're going to sue you in San Diego County. I'm telling you I'm going to do it. Please stop involving yourself in our business. Stop doing it. We've already done a public cease and desist a long time ago on you, but you want to keep going. You want the big loss, don't you? The one where you owe us money, the one where you got to come out from underneath that fucking rock you've been hiding under and you get exposed. See, you had Doug Hutton dead to rights when he porn revenged you. He's in California and you did nothing. If you couldn't do anything then, how can you help her do anything now? So there's this information where she's stating that you can opt out. I would make the argument, Your Honor, that this lady stole from us and was barely even a subscriber of Jim Terry TV. And the information that was read, the only reason that information came up first is because she brought it up on Sashio's show. She made it a news story again. She can't stand if people aren't talking about her. Okay? She can't fucking stand it, Johnny. So now let's do this. So Confluence sticking her nose, and Confluence has never been right. She's a fucking idiot. So now we go to Girl Ryan's page. Monkey?
Yeah.
And, we don't have this kind of stuff. There's fuck Jim Terry, fuck Mark Terry, Pink Power Ranger, Mr. Z, this. Look at all her content. We're not making content like this about her. Her content is just all hate content. And I would just say it once again, Girl Ryan. Girl Ryan, you're spending all this time on hate content. Why aren't you honoring the legacy of your daughter who passed away? Your daughter passed away in a horrible accident, and you've done nothing. Where's all the evidence that you said you were going to dig up 2 or 3 years ago about your daughter's death and bring to YouTube to go after that doctor? Instead, you're making Mr. Z videos, Mr. Boring videos. So now we see this. And by the way, I guess she tagged me on this. I didn't even see this today. Mr. Expo 4 days ago. This shows how important she is to me. I didn't even see this literally till today. I adamantly request Thorium-230 Inc. and any of its associates or even the host to immediately stop sharing any customer information or personal information about me. Bitch! We haven't spoke about you or spoke about anything that had to do with you since fucking when you gave us permission. That hasn't been an ongoing thing. We're not telling any information. Now, are we re-explaining this story because you went on Michael Sacchio's show recently and dispelled misinformation? Absolutely. But you're not a topic of our conversation. So yeah, we have no problem stopping and talking about you. But why do you keep starting and talking about us? So here's my thing. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want to do. If you got a problem with it, I'd say it to Leanne. I'd say it to Watch Her Crazy. I'd say it to you. I'd say it to fucking that cunt. What's her name? That her son murdered her husband. Candace Howard. She said I didn't show up for a deposition. Completely lied about that. I asked for the attorney, the information she couldn't share. Bring your attorney to us. Have your attorney contact us. You're going to be hearing from my attorney soon. We never hear anything. That's a fake attorney that he has. We find out we're going to get that attorney, Jonathan Panosian, knocked out. We're going to get him disbarred. Nothing ever happens except they get made into a fool. So here's the thing. Girl Ryan, we have no interest in talking about you. The only reason I'm bringing this up 4 days later is because I saw it today. It was brought to my attention today. We have not discussed any consumer information about you since you gave us permission 2 years ago. We don't talk about you at all. But here's what you do, cunt. Here's what you do. You go on shows and lie and spread misinformation. And in my opinion, I'm going to use the term again, create business interference, which gives me the in, and it's and you're chastising our business, gives me the in to put a lawsuit on you. So here's what I would suggest. I'd say just bring it, bitch. If you got a suit, I got a countersuit. Because we got all that stuff with Michael, I think it's Michael Saccio. We got it recorded. We got it at any time. It'll just be sent over to us on a Google Drive. I don't have it right now, but I'm sure I can get it. The person who recorded it and told me about it will send it to me. And what'll happen, girl Ryan, will be this. We have a much better claim on business interference, misinformation, harassment with you and or Confluence. We definitely got Confluence. We got her. All we got to do, see, she might be a little hard to serve, but we're finding out that that's not as hard as we thought. But the fact of the matter is, if we serve her, you could be next, girl Ryan. I've already made examples of these other haters. And you're just lucky you're in a state in the Northeast, which, by the way, you've discussed. It's open knowledge. I mean, it's public knowledge that you are fucking from the Northeast. Tell me where, since that incident happened with the OTT, which, by the way, was behind the paywall, that we have ever discussed you more than I'm discussing you right now. It hasn't happened. It hasn't fucking happened. And you, all the while, have taken little tidbits and snippets and said all kinds of shit and continue to harass and continue to dox. Okay. Now, you're one barrier, because, Johnny, what happens is the United States and like the Ukraine says, you have a barrier in between you, the Atlantic Ocean. Girl Ryan, you got a lot of states in between you and I. And I'm not going to go all the way up to Northeast to go find you and fucking put you into a lawsuit. Okay? I got people closer that were easier to get that are already in it that I'd rather do it to you than you. So with that being said, and let's not also forget there's a difference between Jim Terry TV on Rumble that Jim owns and Jim Terry TV, the OTT that I own. Okay? The easiest next person that could have a lawsuit on them is Confluence. Easy. Because it's not that hard to go down to San Diego County and I'll file it in your county and we'll get you. You keep sticking your fucking big beak and your fucking lumpy tits into our business. We're just going to take care of it legally. And you can ask Watcher Crazy. You can ask Leanne. You can ask the people around how serious we are. If we come through or if we don't come through. Ask them. Ask them if we're full of shit or not. I'm going to say this again, and this is a famous quote of mine. Leave us alone. We don't talk about you. It's been literally 4 days since you put out that post, and I'm just seeing it fucking now. But you want to be talked about, girl Ryan, because I think you secretly crave trying to get some kind of attention on these shows. You've always wanted to be a host, but you got nothing really to say. And everybody knows you're boring and annoying as fuck. Everybody knows you're annoying as fuck. Now, you're going to say that about me, but here's the thing. Mr. X News Network has more episodes than Jim Terry TV. Mr. X News Network, if you take both the shows, is the most watched show on the OTT. Crab Legs Friday is the most watched show overall because it's a live show and it's public. My show is, I busted my ass on that show. And part of being interesting is creating different kind of content, not just necessarily coming up here like Jim does and screaming and hollering and telling jokes, but creating openings. Doing the best show in the last 6 months on YouTube was Johnny Yarborough's show Saturday night that I hosted. And I'm going to say that basically I was the fucking quarterback of that. Now, Johnny was the star running back, running up and down the streets, but I was the fucking quarterback of that show. That was the best show in the last 6 months. It's not even an argument. It's not even close. Who's got a better show than that? Who? What show is better than that? If that was boring? I mean, You're a fucking idiot. You're a drunk. You're a loser. And as far as what's her name goes, Confluence down there in San Diego, allegedly, let me tell you this. I don't believe you. I don't believe when you say that you have protective orders on you and this and that. I don't believe it. You could show you're no different than a SoFlo. You could show redacted paperwork and this and that and use that as your shield. We're going to see if it's a shield when you're in court. And you could say I'm boring, but one thing that you can't say that I'm not is that I don't follow through. You can't say that when I told Watch You're Crazy that I was going to be in Vegas, I was there. You can't say that when I told Fumblenuts I was going to be in Florida, I was there. You can't say when I said I was going to build an OTT from scratch, I didn't do it. And Confluence, if you crawl up my ass enough and annoy me enough, I will. See, you actually earn some money, right? Being working on teeth and stuff. See, unlike Girl Ryan, who lives with her mom, or Watch Her Crazy, who lives with her mom, or Leanne Hicks, who has all her kids living at home. I mean, these people are all fucking losers. You actually have some money. And I'd like to take that from you legally. Because what you fucked up on, Confluence, is this. The police down there already think you're a joke. And why would I believe I can tell you how I know you're goofy. You had a female-born daughter that you allowed to allegedly transition underage. No wonder that guy is a fucking whack job. I mean, I don't know what it's like to have a kid, but this guy that you say is coming after you, maybe didn't want his daughter, to turn into a boy. Or maybe that person is just confused. I don't know. It's a lot of hullabaloo. It's a lot of fuck up. I'm not there. I don't want to be there. But I can tell you this. You can't grow a dick out of a vagina. If I could grow my dick 20 inches long, you can't do it.
SoFlo just got there done.
So let me wrap it up with this, Johnny, and then I'll be done. Confluence. We already know where you work. We already know how we can drag you out. You have committed business interference against us. And California is a very liberal state when it comes to small claims court. We could sue you in a small claims court, but we've already looked into it. Now, the question is, do I want to go down to San Diego County and put this in and go back down there and go back down there so, I could chase you around town for $5 to $7 grand? Because you won't show up. You won't show up. And by the way, I'm a celebrity. So when I show up, there's probably going to be cameras on me outside the courthouse. In fact, there might be cameras on you outside the courthouse too. You know what I mean? It's going to be reported because I'm a public figure, like they always say. It's going to be reported when that court case is going to happen. You're going to show up, or are you going to use that bullshit excuse? We're going to find out through that court case if that's legitimate. Or, and this is like the same thing with Leanne. You could just, like Leanne, you want to stop it? Stop stealing our shit. Stop stealing our content. It's over. Confluence, you have no other purpose in streaming except coming after Gemini. You want this to stop? Stop shit talking. Stop sticking your lumpy tits in our business. You know what's funny else about your she daughter, son? And by the way, I don't have a problem with trans people, but I do have a problem with underage trans people transitioning when their parents are fucking loons. I think they should at least wait till 18. Not judging. You want to transition if you're a male and you want to be called she or they, them. I'm from California. I respect that. I'm down with that. I'm okay with that. I know the rest of the country probably laugh at me, but I'm okay. I don't got a problem with trans people. I got a problem with you, Confluence. You're a fucking goof. You're a fucking loser. And we'll just legally take it out of you. And then we're going to see, hey, Candace Howard, who's going to be the no-show. Last tidbit, and I keep saying this, Johnny, and I know I'm being long-winded, but I want to get this out.
It's okay, Mr. X. You speak your mind, dude.
There was an incident when I spoke to San Diego Comic-Con. And this is just a little caveat side story where they, them, the daughter, which by the way, Legal T is the they, them. Confluence 2024's Confluence and Legal T is they, them. By the way, Legal T is, from what I understand, an adult now too. Okay. And that person, that they, them, you have created, hey, they, them, whatever your name is, you have created business interference too. You might want to come to the courthouse. Look at that. What is that? Just saying. That's what they're going to do when I show up. What is that? So you said something about the cadet program in San Diego Comic-Con. Ironically, I spoke to the female head of security of San Diego Comic-Con. I got the fucking call recorded, never played it. I got her phone still in my phone. I've been a professional member of San Diego Comic-Con probably since that they, them was born. Like going back to like fucking 2006, 2005 or something. Okay. So they know me over there. You might think it's a joke. You might think I'm a nobody, but I've been like a professional member for like fucking 20 years. Okay. And sometimes they give me 2 tickets. Why? Because I fucking work in this industry. And I got that, they said that cadet program had nothing to do with it. Now you said something else. Now who am I going to believe? The head of security of San Diego Comic-Con, who's not part of streaming, not part of any of this kind of stuff, or a confused girl whose mom is Confluence, whose mom was so stupid that she thought that if she did, and this is how stupid you are, Confluence, that if indeed you do have a protective order on you, how dare you get on a YouTube channel with all people, Doug Hutton, and put yourself out there as a moderator and expose your tits to a guy who's in the LA Times for shoving pool cues and sticks up people's asses. That's all the decision-making that I need to prove, Your Honor. So here's the thing, Confluence's son, daughter, they, them, Legal T. The head of security said, well, you're full of shit. And now, and I made a reference between like Jennifer Lawrence and me and this, that. I've said about, the OTT or Star Wars. I always use the highest level thing, and Joe Rogan, and I never thought we were Joe Rogan. But here's the thing. I know what we can do, and I know what we've done. And what we will do is take you into court if you continue. All 3 of you. The end, motherfucker.
The end. Hey, Bill V.
Yeah, motherfucker. Hey, I just wanted to say hello. Hello, X. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to have a show soon. I can't wait to catch up on everything.
How you feeling?
It seems I'm doing okay. There's a lot of pain, more in my left arm because, that has to be replaced as well, but not until my right arm is better. And I'm using that as my dominant arm. But I'm in physical therapy. I still have numbness. I still have weakness, but we're working through it. Thank you for asking.
Good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay.
Yes. I just haven't felt. I need to do a show because I miss everybody. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What's go? You probably said it already, but what are you upset about? If you don't mind telling me.
I'm not upset. Just I don't know. You were probably on the OTT when we had that issue with people were getting the OTT for free.
Yes.
And then we had Girl Ryan. We said, hey, is it okay if we use your account as an example? And
yes.
She said yes on the show.
Yes.
So now she's finding friends 2 years later, like this Michael Saccio guy, and I don't even know if she's still friends with him, and telling people that I read off all her private information on the OTT. And they're like, this is horrible. And Confluence is telling her she could opt out, even though our corporation is not a California corporation. There's a little hint for you there. But
right.
So, opt out of, and it's just like they keep, I didn't even know about this. I guess they were talking about this 3 or 4 days ago. I didn't even know about this, but they just keep sticking their nose in our business. It's the same old shit over and over again.
Right.
And, I just don't want to deal with it.
It's
and
just
I'm thinking
hate
about doing
bonding. X, it's hate bonding and it's all bullshit. And I learned the same thing. Let them fucking say whatever they're gonna say. You know you're right. That's
Well,
it.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The difference between me and them. We destroyed Watch Her Crazy. Leanne Hicks has got an open copyright claims board suit against her. She's hiding. Okay. And then the next one is I'm just going to sue Confluence because, you're going to talk to my attorney. That's what they always say. And you never hear of an attorney. When we served Watch Her Crazy, she knew who our attorney was. She harassed him. She tried to call him.
Right.
You'll never hear who her attorney is. Who's your attorney, bitch? Confluence, who's your attorney?
Let me just say hello to chat. I can't see it, but hello, chat. Johnny, thank you for having me up. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay.
Nice to see you, Bill.
Thank you. I understand, X. They're all fucking nuts, man. They're all fucking bunch of hypocrites. But we're the crazy ones. We're the mean ones. We're the hypocrites. Whatever. I have now, since I've stepped, it's just like I could give two fucks. Say what you want. You're all a bunch of liars anyway.
The other one that's going on is the Tony Soflo story, who's now become a big hater. I don't know if you know about this or not.
Oh,
no,
shit.
Time out. There's a big hater, but supposedly he was deported. Sorry.
Hey, hold on, guys. I just got something that said in my chat room. Soflo again is threatening Jim on Angels.
Jim said he was in Little Havana with him.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Soflo, it appears, per some of the haters of Angel Gotti,
right. You
got.
know that Soflo beat a woman with like a bat or something, did time because she was
he beat her with a pool stick.
And he said he would do it again. He told
me. Yeah, he beat her with a pool stick. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, pool stick.
So what happened was it seemed like he got detained per some haters. There's a guy, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Mackenzie. He's from Allentown, Pennsylvania. He's a congressman. So Maureen Moe, who's a hater of Angel Gotti's, it appears spoke to this guy, and this guy said somebody in South Florida, another congressman, had some documentation and proof that Soflo was detained. Well, Angel Gotti in Silo said that he wasn't. And now, he's disappeared for a couple weeks, but he said he was going to disappear. Convenient. And now, so Jim and I kind of played it down the center, and we're like, well, there's no proof either way. He could have been detained for 6 hours.
Right.
So since we played it down the middle, and then later on, there was a lot of people from our community who used to like Soflo. Jim did a welfare check on him. Had the police go there to his place. Nobody was there.
It's weird. I kind of liked him, but then when I heard the story and he said he would do it again, it's not like I hated the man, but I was just like, no. He said he'd do it again. He'd beat the woman with the pool stick. It was justified. He would do time again. And I was like, and I stepped away.
Then, so that, and I didn't hear that, but I believe you. But the bottom line is he did time and for beating a woman.
Oh, no, he did time. He said it himself. He told me.
Here's
I've been in his
Jim
show.
interviewed his first ex-wife on Night Owl Network last week, and then he interviewed his brother. His brother said he was gay, said he did some, I guess there's some proof that he went into cosmetology school when he was in prison and was putting on makeup and all this stuff. It's his business. He can do whatever he wants. But the other thing is, his brother says like everybody hates this guy. He's a fucking lowlife. He's a piece of shit. They basically exposed him.
Gay is nothing. Beating a woman with a pool stick is something.
Well, gay doesn't mean anything, but if you're going around calling everybody gay, and they're hiding that they're gay, and then it's kind of something.
Well, X, down low gays, call everybody else gays, except themselves. Those are down lowers. Right, Johnny?
What's her name? The first wife said she didn't even know his real name until they got married, until she got put in front of him. She didn't even know what his real name was.
Whose wife?
Soflo's first wife.
Oh, Soflo. Oh, can I ask you? I seen something the other day. I didn't watch it, but like a text came through. Did Jim talk to Eric? He's such a scumbag.
Oh, yeah. We talked to Eric
you guys.
Hell, we talked to him last night on the show.
Yeah, do you realize that he's not for you guys, or am I missing something? Listen, if it's all for YouTube, I get it, but he's
it was on the OTT.
He's a scumbag.
Yeah, we know that. We don't have to be. We know.
Right. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
Here's the thing, though, and this is if Jim's the quarterback, and I'll put it this way,
Right.
and I call a play or you call a play, and he changes the play, you got to trust Jim. Jim talking to Betty Hayward, Jim talking to Eric Foss,
Yes.
it just eradicated those haters. But and Jim was genuinely trying to help Betty Hayward, but like
Right.
Watcher Crazy will no longer talk to Eric Foss just because Jim gets him information
Right.
to Eric Foss. One thing about Eric Foss, like him or not like him, he was right about laying pipe getting arrested the first time. He was right about it.
But he abused a woman. He does drugs. He made the woman scared to go against him. Like there's certain
He
things
attacked that woman.
against.
He's probably going to go to prison next month. Sure, yeah.
But no, it's funny because Betty, somebody had sent it to me actually, and they're like, "Oh, Betty's against Fumble." So I wrote, or Eric, or whoever, I think it was Fumble. And I was like, oh, he's a scumbag. Jim's in there. What are you doing here? I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, leave me alone. And then we spoke on the phone. I'm like, didn't you speak to her on panel? What's the problem? It's
Here's
not
the
like
crazy
we talk
thing.
on
For
the
as much time
outside or
as
anything. I don't hate Betty. I really don't. I have no issues with Betty, not looking to be best friends or anything, but if she posts something fucking funny, I'm gonna fucking be like, that's fucking funny, and he's a scumbag,
Right. Yeah, and here's the thing. Did you
I'm
know about laying pipe getting arrested for a third time like last week?
I seen a post by Betty, and I seen something about she said was telling Jim that she knew that there was
Yeah,
an
she was telling me.
arrest or something.
Yeah, she was telling me.
Well, hun? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so here's what happened. Whenever these haters go silent, and this is more on the Fumble Nut side, Jim Terry TV haters, not necessarily the Angel Gotti Mob Tube haters. What happens is when these haters go silent, we know something's going on, and we didn't hear anything for a while from the Betty Hayward laying pipe. So just like I did with Eric Foss when I found out Eric Foss got arrested because we knew something goofy was going on, and we looked it up and we saw the arrest in Marion County. I just decided to look up laying pipe again, and he had a third arrest in 3 miles from Betty Hayward's house. And so I went to Betty. We were finding it out live on the show or whatever. I think it was live on the show. And I said, Betty, do you know that his second arrest, Betty put up the bond? And I'm like, do you realize you might have lost your bond? She had already known about it the day before.
Right.
So we were the first to publicly talk about it, though.
I have to say, and I'm going to stick by this, when we did the show on laying pipe, and I know that the haters were like, oh my God, you're a horrible person, blah, blah, blah. No, actually, it gave me more sympathy for him. You've seen he was now you could disagree, which is fine. I feel he has a great heart. He's a good guy. It's unfortunate. He has an addiction, and I feel bad for the guy. I really do.
Well, I mean, and I could take it that far too. But the other thing about him is, according to Betty Hayward, and this is if you believe her, and I don't believe everything she says, he has also harassed her and just called her nonstop, over and over and over. And
let's break that down a little bit. He's harassed her.
Yeah,
He's
that's
a
what she
man
said.
that lived with her. He's a man that depended on her. He was a man that was aided and abetted. I don't mean it in a bad way. Or what is the word when you help somebody when it's not good? Fuck. Oh, I can't remember. But she did all this. So to be angry at him right now, he really loves her. You can tell in the videos he really loves her. So for her to say right now that, oh, he's harassing me, now it's none of my business, and I could be wrong, but I think that's a little fugazi.
I mean, if you tell somebody you want to stop talking to them,
right?
Eventually that goes away.
But he was in love with her, X. He was in love with her. And
if he was in love with her, why didn't he stop doing drugs? Why didn't he clean up his act for her? Why did she say that 90% of their time was horrible? The only time that he was good to her was after she bailed him out.
Right. Drugs are, we know, and I know you don't have that, which is wonderful, and Jim don't have it, which is wonderful. But people have drug issues. There's issues there. That nobody wakes up one day and says, "Hey, I just want to be a drug addict." Like, you know what I mean?
I
So I think
understand.
it's very complicated. And if
Yeah, he was. I think
if
the word you're
Betty's
looking for
getting
earlier was an enabler.
enabler, thank you. That
Yeah.
that that was the word. If Betty feels now that he's being stalkish or whatever, I would be like, but I enabled him. If it was me, so long, he was a good friend, he was a lover, he was this, he was that. I would have to rethink my position. You know what I mean? And not hate
I mean, and
him.
I look at it like this. If
Yeah.
I let's just say, I mean, I've had the same girlfriend for 15 plus years. I talked about it a
Right,
lot.
right.
If let's say
Oh, I'm so happy. I heard you broke up as a rumor.
let's just
I'm glad
say
you
I broke
didn't.
up as an example, and I went and got a new
Right.
girlfriend. This new girlfriend's a hot 25-year-old girl. And the first thing on the first date,
You perv. You
the
go
first
ahead.
thing she does is even let's say she's got a perfect body, she pulls out a bag of coke and
Right.
starts smoking weed. Yeah, that's not that. I mean, I might throw a bang here and there, but I that wouldn't be a long-term relationship. I guarantee you that.
But see, Betty at one point had drug issues as well. So she could relate. You can't. You never had drug issues. So you're like, shit, I'll fuck her a couple of times, but that's it. I ain't dealing with this
Yeah,
bullshit.
like, well, but
You
here's the
know?
thing. These people are adults. A lot of them are older than me. When are they going to grow up and say, like Janelle, for example? Janelle is going to move from Vegas to Arizona potentially. She's talking about it right now. And she's going to move in with some high school sweetheart. She's going to go from one loser who just threatened her probably to another loser. At what point do you say, you know what? I'm going to put better people around me?
But honey, she's a fucking whack job. She got mental issues. She don't think like a normal person.
Well, I know, but I mean, you could always do better.
Well, yes, you can always do better, but she doesn't think as a normal person. She thinks low of herself. So she's just going to tolerate any asshole, even the guy who danced naked.
At what point? I don't understand. I know you both,
Yeah.
you guys have, Johnny and you, Belvie, have gone through addiction. I'm not making light about that, but at what point did we like get away from the just say no? And like, I'm not much younger than you guys. Like, I'm around your guys' age, and like the
Right.
80s stuff was like, just do it, get in the gym. I'm the oldest one in the classes. When I go and work out, I'm 47. I'm the oldest one in there, and I'm in one of the best shapes of all the
I
people.
can explain it to you. Listen.
Why am I the only
Okay.
one saying, you know what, the drug addict's the criminal?
Well, number one, I'm not a drug addict, but
I'm
yes,
just saying
did I
in
have
general.
issues with alcohol? Yes. But as years went on, and not until I fell and lost my career and all that and this, and it's very easy to fall back on alcohol. It's easy to buy, which I think there needs to be more restrictions. It's easy to just, whatever. I'm not into the pills. I go pain management, but meaning I don't buy anything off the street. I don't go over, under. I
I see
take what I'm
progress with
supposed to
you
take
and
by the
Johnny.
doctor.
Yeah, you
But
got your shoulder fixed. He's getting stuff fixed with him. You guys
you
are
may not
trending
understand,
upwards.
right? All my life, I was the one without. You know what I mean? The
Sure.
addiction or the problem. There was a situation and it was like, fuck, you just feel helpless and hopeless. And then
I understand
unfortunately
people have
you fall into it. Or I know somebody that had surgery. This is years ago, and they got pain pills. They got hooked on it. And years ago, they were very open with giving them.
Sure.
Yes, it's for us to say no, but yet it's taken advantage, right? You can't understand it, but sometimes emotions, age, mental state, a lot of things. People who had issues since younger, I can't, I can't speak for. I think it's poor family. I think it's abuse. It always is. It's always some kind of abuse or something that causes them to do that. So, I just ask that you be a little bit more sympathetic, like Pipe. There is a reason behind it. It's like a woman. who will say, "Oh, I slept with 3,000 men." She didn't wake up one day and say, "Hey, I just want to
Drugs,
sleep
Rainbow
with
Melon.
3,000 men." Well, drugs, if they're selling themselves. But my point
Rainbow
is,
Melon's asking what the topic is, and we're just
I'm
talking about
sorry.
having
Hey,
sympathy
Rainbow.
for people who have done drugs.
Right.
And here's how I look at it.
Go ahead.
I can understand adults having issues or going through. Are you trending up or are you trending down? Now, I look
Right.
at Johnny, and I know that Johnny's gone through some tough stuff, and we've talked about that. He's trending up big time. Okay. Laying pipe is trending down. So I don't want anybody who's going down and is in the midst of that anywhere fucking around me.
Right.
And if you're a former addict, as in if Betty Hayward is or isn't, I think that she is, that's probably not the best person that you want to have stick their dong inside of you.
Well, she is. We've seen and I don't mean it mean, and Betty knows it. I mean, there's a fucking mugshot. There, you can't deny that. It is what it is. But I don't believe she woke up one day and was like, "Hey, let me do drugs." I think there was some trauma, and then you got to start hanging out with the wrong people, and then you start doing it. But I understand your side. I'm just a little bit more sympathetic to people.
I guess
know.
there in the culture in the last 25 or 30 years, there's become more sympathy for it and more aid to help it. And like, I just remember in the 80s and 90s and the Nancy Reagan stuff, specifically in New York, I remember them breaking down fucking doors and ripping crack addicts out of fucking alleys and arresting them. Those were the bad guys when I grew up.
Guess
now,
what?
I don't know if that was a racial thing. Maybe that's part of it too. But I remember them just grabbing drug addicts.
Do you know
that
what?
Doesn't seem to be the
I
case
didn't
anymore.
try coke till I was 28. Before that, all my friends were doing coke. And it was just recreational. Nobody got addicted, thank God. It was just recreational. It was a big thing, you know. And recreational could turn into something that you didn't realize. You're like, "Oh shit."
I mean, why is it bad to say, "Hey, listen, hey, get outside and walk 10,000 steps. Hey, go to the gym. Hey, try to eat a little bit better. Hey, make if Johnny got that thing lasered off his face, like, hey, try to make I heard that there's one gym out there that has Botox, which is fucking crazy. But
that's crazy, right?
Yeah, if you can have that as part of your workout routine or something, like, what can you do to better yourself instead of rip yourself apart?
I see nothing wrong with you saying, "Hey, pull your shit together." But no, that being said, because that's important, you don't understand the addiction because you've never been through it or been around it. And these people are struggling. It's not like they're making a choice. I get, yes, they're making a choice, but they're really not. You don't want to go through withdrawals. You don't want to feel bad or feel the pain or deal with reality, and that's all they've known their life. Their parents abused them or threw them out, or they were sexually assaulted. There's always something major behind it. So it's easier for you, coming from a healthy background, to be like, "Hey, like, well, can't you stop? Just stop, please, and let's try to go in a positive position," which is good. You're trying to encourage positivity. But there's so much trauma behind it. You need therapy, man. Like, you know what I mean? They need therapy. They need to, you could stop drinking. You could go to rehab. You could stop drugs, go to rehab. If you don't have that therapy behind it, you're going right back to it.
Okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion. That's all. I'm just saying, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I could see where you're coming from, because you're coming from a different state of mind. You haven't been around it. You know what I mean? You weren't brought up abusive. You weren't brought up abused sexually or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I don't think anybody's childhood is perfect. I mean, I'm sure I had a much better childhood than like fumble.
Right.
But I think it's how you roll with things. I don't think that there's anybody that can't say that they didn't have, especially in the 90s, weren't bullied in some ways. Now, when you see like bully, like the kid getting picked on all the time, like sometimes people would be shit talking and bullying, and I didn't even realize that was a thing. I just thought it was people shit talking each other.
Right. And we grew up with that, but this is something totally different. When you have molestation, SA, you have physical abuse, you have mental abuse, or your parents were drug addicts. This is
Right.
what you got to think about. This is where they came from. They didn't pop out the vagina. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of people you could find that came out the vagina and was just like, fuck it, I'm doing drugs, I'm going to be a drug addict. But high percentage, I've done a lot of research and enjoy because I find it interesting. It's psychology, I think, sort of. They just don't wake up. It's like a woman sleeping with a lot of men. They don't wake up one day and be like, oh, I just want to sleep with 1,000 men. No, there's some trauma behind it. You don't know that trauma. That's what I'm saying. And even though people were against it, that's their way of not thinking and feeling and wanting to deal with what their life is, because their life is shit. But they don't realize the drugs are making their life more shitty.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, I understand the point of view.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean,
Yep.
I understand the point of view, but I don't know. I just like whatever your vessel is, your body, you only got 85, maybe 90 years, maybe 100 years, and like why damage yourself at any point? Why not? Like I was just talking about this the other day. I recently I got the what's that called? The Invisalign. My teeth are like nearly perfect anyway. My girlfriend's like, why would you want to do that? You don't need that. And the dentist says, well, there's like 0.2 millimeters that you could fix it and like really sharpen it up. And so I was like, you know what? I got this new movie coming up. Why not get it perfect? And it's not cheap, by the way, either.
Look,
and it's like,
I'm not in the movies, and I'm getting my teeth done for 20+ grand multiple times. You know.
So, I mean, I've said it before on different shows. Like, I don't really need to do it, and most people wouldn't do it. But when I see like Johnny's getting his teeth fixed, but I see just people just like watch her crazy, like her teeth are bad too, like really bad. Like, what is she doing? Like, Johnny is in the pursuit of fixing his teeth.
Right.
What is she doing?
I would have to say, find a way. I don't care who, what, where, when, how. Mine's on a credit card. It ain't my credit card, but I pay $800 a month, and just get it done. You figure the shit out. Get it done. Teeth are a huge thing for somebody's face, age, smile. I'm a big teeth person, and if you have bad breath, I'm out. Like, don't even talk to me. But yeah. But some people don't have the money, or some people don't care.
Well, Johnny's been able to get a lot done. I mean, there's programs out there. It might not be a poshy dentist's office, but there's ways to get things done.
But
I'm getting all my teeth fixed on February 5th at 8:30 in the morning. They're gonna pull every single one of them out.
Wow.
They're gonna put me to sleep too.
I had my top done. I'm starting my bottom in February. So I'm proud of you, Johnny. Good. But that's what I'm saying. Johnny wants to improve. He's losing weight. He wants to get his teeth fixed. Too many people making fun of him and self-conscious. I understand all that bullshit. But some people don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They're like, fuck it. This is who I am.
Well, obviously, watch her crazy doesn't give a fuck. Look at her weight. Look at her eye. Look at her teeth. Look at where she lives. I mean, you can go down there. Obviously, look what she don't give a fuck. Look at her kid. Look at her life. You know, I mean, everything you could say about her, she don't give a fuck.
Right. Well, that's her life. Thank God it ain't ours. You know what I mean?
Yep, for sure. No, there's just a difference of opinion. I mean, not like it's right or wrong. I mean, it just is what it is.
Right.
Now, did you hear about the Vegas trip?
No, tell me. You had a Vegas trip, you?
We were on the OTT. Have you seen much of the OTT recently or not?
No, I've seen one show.
What?
He said, can we put a muzzle on this guy?
What happened, X?
Muzzle.
I'm eating. Sorry.
But thank you, Johnny Yarbrough, for that Cash App, by the way, too. Thank you. Very nice of you. I didn't realize Johnny, another host, would send me a Cash App, but I'll take it. But thanks, Johnny. But there's a thing that's out there in Vegas called Zooks, Zooks. It's run by Amazon, and it looks like it's a driverless car, but there's no wheel or driver's seat. It's like two seats. It's like a box, and it opens up almost like a monorail, like two seats facing each other. Like you can go backwards, you can go forward.
Okay.
and it's free right now to about 7 or 8 locations. So I caught up with it. My buddy was there with me, and we took it from Excalibur to Resorts World. Live on the show.
Excalibur, I love it.
Oh, Excalibur's a shithole.
Well, back in the 90s, it was
Oh yeah,
great.
it was new then, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I've stayed there before. That place is kind of dumpy. I hit a jackpot there though last year. But anyway, and then I had a jackpot this year on this trip at the New York.
I've seen them handing you out cash. I
won like $2,300.
Yeah, good for you. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I missed the fucking gambling thing. But anyway, so you go to Vegas. What happened? What's
we just,
the end story?
did some of that stuff live and did some slot play live and, all the sporting events where the Steelers game was on, all the, the NFL football stuff was on. I didn't really go as many places this time. But that one trip with the Zook was a lot of fun, and it's free to do it, so like why not take advantage of it? So that's what we did.
Hey, Mr. X.
Yeah.
Will you do me a favor, man? It's up to you. Do you think you can call Jim and see if he's okay?
Yeah. What happened? I don't understand.
I don't know what happened. I'm reading the chat.
Is Jim okay?
So
Jim,
telling him to shut the.
Jim does what Jim wants to do.
He keeps on threatening his family and everything too, Mr. X.
Yeah, you better have your dad.
Jim is fine.
Give me an example of a threat. What is a threat? What's he going to do?
What was he saying, PZ?
He's telling him to meet him in Little Havana, and he's saying he'll go to his dad's house and knock on the door. And someone else in the chat is saying that Jim's dad don't talk to him.
That's not true.
They're all and Tessie just left. She said she's not putting up with the shit no more. She told Angel to shut him up, and she wouldn't. Angel just keeps letting him talk all this shit.
How would this guy SoFlo know if who Jim speaks to or doesn't speak to in his family? What evidence? Do you have an interview like Jim does with his fucking brother?
It was Miss Galahad.
Miss Galahad said that?
Yeah.
How would she know that? Who did she hear that from?
She's doing the research on Jim because she's after him.
Doing research on Jim. I wonder how in all of this scumbags that I'm one of the worst people ever.
I can tell you with pretty high confidence, because I think I know the Terry family pretty well, that Jim speaks to his dad and his mom, and maybe even saw them not too long ago. Let me put it that way. I mean, come on. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Now, I thought I would just tell you that Mr. X says they didn't let Jim talk at all.
Tessie's after Tessie, too.
You know what I mean? And it's just I'm listening to what reading my chat and I'm not listening to Angel's show, but I'm listening to my chat, watching my chat.
I mean, anybody can talk big. We've seen it with Fumble Nuts. We've seen it with Watch Your Crazy. We've seen it with that fucking douchebag Sancho and
all it is.
Arizona Traveler. I guarantee you, he'll never walk into. He'll never even do what Fumble Nuts did. He'll never walk into Jim. It's not an invite either, because I don't own that place. He'll never walk into Jim Terry Music. He'll never walk into the place where Jim's parents live or knock on the door. He won't do it. He won't. And I'm not inviting him to do it. It's just not going to happen. It's just all talk. And he's certainly not going to go to where Jill lives, Jim's sister. That's just not going to happen. I mean,
people just love to fight, and they just want to say words and act tough. And what the fuck you're gonna do? Like,
hey, Smokey,
your bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all talk. It's just all name dropping. It's just all SoFlo doesn't like the name, the Omar name, the guy who was his intake guy.
I don't know.
About. So Jim probably said that name to him. One thing SoFlo didn't say, certainly didn't. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I'm not watching it. He didn't say he'd show up anywhere I'm at.
I'm not watching either, so I don't know.
He won't show up to anywhere I'm at. It's just he just happens to be the hot thing right now because he was detained for at least
Right.
some
And you're
point.
giving him attention.
Yeah.
So he's the hot thing
I'm not
right
over
now.
that.
Right. You're giving him attention. And I believe if even if they met in person, I think Jim would beat his ass to him. Oh man. I
Well, here's
love
the
it.
thing. Jim can't fight him. When Jim was speaking the other day, he's 61 years old. You can't hit a senior citizen in Florida. If you're 60 or above, that's a 3-year felony.
Oh my God, thank God I'm only 59. I don't want to be a senior citizen. X, why do you got to ruin this conversation? Just
Well,
knock the
I'm not trying to
motherfucker
ruin
out.
anything. I'm just telling you how it goes. That's just how it
knock
works.
the motherfucker out, okay?
Like you want to, and here's the thing: if this guy spends 17 years in prison for beating a woman with a pool,
Yep.
like him going to jail doesn't mean anything. Him going in behind bars don't mean anything.
And
Jim's
he
got a lot
said
of
he
stuff
would do
going
it
on.
again. He said he would do it again, so that means whatever he learned nothing in jail. That's for sure.
The only person on here is me who's ever done. We got Leanne. We got Watcher Crazy. Anybody we've ever said we were going to go after and legally take care of, we've done that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, X, can we clear up something? I want to get your point of view.
Okay.
So because there's so many people, of course, and we all know. I love Jim. I've grown to love you even more,
Right.
and when I fuck up, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I really don't mean it because I really enjoy you guys and always would be there. But why? This is the big question and the controversy for years. Why has not Jim and X gone after Belle? Belle's never gone after them. Always supported them. Was there a time I said, no, you can't come on the show, but I still said I love Jim? You know what I mean? It wasn't that I was like, oh my God, I'm against him. It's like, I don't know. I'm just asking you because you're different than Jim.
This is my opinion. I don't.
Yeah.
If you don't like me at a point or won't let me up on a show or this, you never actively went after our business or tried to defend.
Right.
There's a difference between. So if you start making up lies and bullshit like Girl Ryan
Which
did,
I
then
never
that would be
have.
something for me to say, hey,
Right.
I'm going to prove you wrong, and here's how. If you said that you were going to bite my finger off and that I was a weirdo because it involved in children's books and calling me a P3, you get a response. Like Watcher Crazy.
Thank you for responding to that because people don't understand no matter what, even when that time when I was like, Jim, you broke my heart, like people thought I would hate him or whatever. I've never done anything egregious, if that's the right word, or malicious to you or Jim. And I have to say, you and Jim have not done anything egregious or malicious. Yeah, Jim, there's things he'll say, whatever, but I understand it's entertainment. You know what I mean? I don't take it personal.
When you really boil it down, who have I done anything really malicious and egregious at all?
It's just because you're connected to Jim.
Who is somebody that I've done something wrong to? I mean, we could talk about each. Who is it?
Well, X, how many people hate me because I support Jim and you? You're right. You don't have to do anything to anybody.
I don't call families typically. I don't do the interview stuff.
Me neither. No.
Once in a great while, I will. Now, I had to take the course of action against Leanne because she wouldn't stop the copyright infringement. We had to take the course of action against Watcher Crazy because she was challenged. She was saying that I wouldn't show up places. I took the action against Fumble Nuts. And it's just. Here I am. And so,
I gotta tell you, yeah, Leanne surprised me. I ain't angry at her, but maybe it's her, I haven't spoken to anybody offline except Jim. And online, it's been maybe Johnny's or OTT, whatever, that's all I've been. And of course, I made a comment on Betty's, and I always will. I have no problem with it. If she's going to talk about Fumble or Eric, yeah, I'm right there,
Sure.
But, now I forgot what I was going to say. Fuck. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I forgot. I don't know what I was going to say. What were we talking about before that? Sorry. You always bring me back, X.
The people like not fighting with people or that we haven't really fought with you, or people
Oh,
calling
yeah,
each other
yeah.
family members.
Right, yeah, and like they get all crazy. It's like fumble, like and I'm happy. I'm happy that Betty sees him for who he is and whoever. It's creepy. You bring up a fucking picture of me that I had hidden for over a year. It's creepy. He probably got it from Betty. It doesn't
I didn't
matter.
even know about
It's
that.
like, yeah, with my bra. And he had posted it and I struck him. And we got a strike. And it's like it's creepy bullshit. But yeah, no, there's people I don't like, and they support people that I don't like. I don't harass them. So if I support you and Jim, I expect not to be harassed. Just leave me the fuck alone. Let me support who I want to. I give a fuck who you support because you're supporting scumbags. So go ahead. If you think Jim and X are scumbags, okay, great. Yours are more scumbags, but okay, we're even. Leave me alone. But
Yep.
Leanne, that was it. Leanne, she was, and I have to say, very kind to me privately. She was very kind and stuff and everything. And then there was a few shows that she was just talking about me. And I'm like, she's allowed to have a voice. So am I. I'm not going to go against her. I could give two fucks because I'm not going to fight with any. I'm really not into it anymore. The fighting bullshit. I could give two fucks. Live your misery lives.
Yeah,
But
and that's
like,
what I'd say the same thing to people in the chat. If you want to go over there and watch Angel Gotti and people screaming at each other about the same things over and over, have at it. I mean, I could be over
Right.
there screaming at Silo or SoFlo right now too. I mean, I'm done. Like,
right. It's like,
this
what
might
the
not
fuck?
be as high energy as that stuff that's going on over there, but like, fuck that. I mean, this guy's a
Right.
fucking convict. He's a lowlife. The only
And then-
reason anybody's
right.
talking about him right now is because he was legitimately detained at some point, even if it was for
Right.
5 minutes. But something happened to him, and
Right.
he's not going to do anything to Jill Terry, Jim's mom,
No.
or anybody else. He's not going to do anything.
It's just I understand that 100.
In a month from now, we're going to say, hey, no, he still hasn't done anything.
Right. It's
Because
just
he knows a name. Jim's sister Jill's a fucking doctor. She's really, she's a veterinarian. She's very well known. I mean, she's politically active too and all that for helping animals and all that. It's not like she's an unknown person.
right.
Now, she's not maybe as known as Jim or me, but, in the kind of, entertainment world.
I want you to tell her that. Let's see.
Well,
her
she's known in a different
reaction.
way. She's known by people that are fucking doctors and physicians.
And she's known, and I'm sorry,
Not by guys like Tony SoFlo that are fucking losers.
She's known by respectable, upper people. These people here on YouTube are just such a bunch of fucking. I can't. I don't even. I get content, but after a while, you just get like, dude, just fucking
We had a good
fight
show
with
Saturday
yourself.
night. It was mostly not even about haters. Johnny captured
Right.
somebody getting hit by a car. I mean, we
Good.
had a good time.
Oh, good.
Oh
it's
yeah,
pretty
Bill V. Did you hear about that, Bill V?
No, honey, tell me. But I look
well,
at me. I'm like, oh, good. You've seen somebody be
Well,
hit by a car.
Well, me and PZ went out on Gays on Patrol on my show.
I
Mr.
love
X,
Gays
Mr.
on
X.
Patrol. I
Mr.
love Gays
X.
on Patrol.
Mr. X hosted the show with me when I was out and about, and Barbara Buffalo. Barbara Buffalo did good about getting people up and down on my panel.
Wait, can I be fag hag on patrol with you?
Can you what?
Be fag hag on patrol with you? That's what they used to call me in the 90s.
Yeah, sure.
But Michael,
You
they
gotta
were like,
go out in person.
You're fag hag. Yeah. No, I'm gonna start. My life needs to start again. I just need another
You can't
surgery.
get out of the house
Anyway,
right now. Isn't your shoulder all screwed up? How are you going to go out?
I know. I'm trying to stay positive, X. Okay, go ahead, Johnny.
So what I'm trying to say is that me and PZ got some good footage of a person getting drugged by a car and getting hit by a car. Two people got hit by a car.
Did they hit and run, or did they?
Well, no, the guy came back. The guy came back, but everybody was after the guy. Everybody was after the guy that was that hit the two people. They were following him, chasing him down the street. I was one of them. I was one of them chasing him down the street. The only reason why I was chasing him down the street is because I wanted to get the make of his car and get his license plate number
Right.
through the whole show, though. I wanted to get,
Just in case he ran away.
yeah, just in case you ran away, and then
Right.
I can tell that, and I could have tell the LAPD police department, hey, this is, you can go to my show right here, you can catch it all live right here on my show, but they never asked me any questions. The cops never asked me any questions about what happened. They really didn't ask nobody anything happened, but they handcuffed the guy. And yeah, so they handcuffed the guy, and then they put him in the back of the cop car and stuff like that. So we went ahead and we left. PZ did get a trainee's a name and phone number too. So yeah.
All right. No, I like all that. I'm fine with that.
And we're the next show that we do is gonna be on members only, because like a lot of people like Fumble Nuts, he saw the show and he was making fun of the show, telling me that I was dumb getting behind the car and stuff like that. And
Fumble is the biggest scumbag asshole. Who gives a fuck what that prick bag?
I mean,
No,
it wasn't
Eric
a good idea
Voss
to get
is
behind
worse.
that car. That guy was running people over.
yeah, it wasn't a
Don't
good idea
listen
for
to
me to
him.
get behind the car.
Don't listen to him. He's a fucking asshole. Why would you even care what that asshole has to say? He's been a liar, a fake, a phony. You could watch him on screen. He was fake and phony, keeping his anger back. He's abusive. Everybody left him. Just like, fuck it. Who gives a fuck what he says? You do what you want to do and what makes you happy. If it's a mistake, you'll learn. If it's not, you help somebody. Okay, amen. Like, it's not the end of the fucking world. These people need to get fucking lives, man. They think they're going to become famous on YouTube. Okay. Famous Fumble, piece of shit, and Eric Voss, two scumbags. They belong together.
Anybody?
Hey, Tessie. I'm looking. Barbara Buffalo, Texas Granny.
Tell Tessie I tried to say hi to her, but she left so fast.
Yeah, Tessie PZ tried to say hi to you, but you're gone already.
Yeah,
But anyway, yeah. So Mr. X, Mr. X, me and PZ we want to go again on Friday night on Crab Leg Friday if Jim allow us.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to be up to him. I don't know, how that's going to work or what time he's going to be on yet, but yeah, we could definitely do something. I mean, that's up to Jim though, but yeah.
Yeah, because we feel like if the later that I know that we got to work with Jim's schedule and stuff like that, but the later that you go out, like, because look, it was like 11 o'clock there and that incident happened. It was 11 o'clock that incident happened, right, Mr. X?
Yeah, the later it is California time, the better it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all those sporting events are letting out, concerts are letting out, something's going to happen.
Yeah, it was an awesome show. Guess who's going to be here September 8th, Mr. X?
Five Finger Death Punch?
Yeah, buddy.
Even I knew that, and I didn't have to think a lot.
Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch is going to be here. Do you want to go, Mr. X?
No. I listened to that Burn song. It's just not my kind of music.
You listen to
like
it?
that one
I did listen to
song.
it in the gym, yeah.
That would be a good song for him if he was violent. But he's not.
I mean, I don't hate it or anything. It's just not the kind of music.
That would be cool doing the torch thing instead of Britney Spears.
I see. I could visualize it with Britney Spears. I'm not saying Britney Spears is better or not better.
Right.
I have if I hear the song, I got to be able to see it. And when I listened to that song, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see how I could turn that footage into. You like the song, so you probably could see it, but I couldn't.
Yeah, he's always talking about burn, motherfucker, burn.
That's bad enough.
Whatever song you play, like, other than that, I don't, but I flirted with a few guys in the band when they were on your show. It was a lot of fun. And you just continue being fucking you. Fuck these assholes. I'm so done with these assholes, man. They're all fighting, making click and baits and shows to have high numbers, just fucking trashing people. Like, fucking get a life.
I don't know. The thing about Britney Spears, here's the thing about her, and I don't know much about Five Finger Death Punch. she's got a lot of good workout songs. She's got, she did have a Hollywood Walk of Fame star at like age 21. You can't deny her ultimate success.
Wait, who?
Oh no,
Who?
I'm not
Who?
doing that at all, Mr. X.
I mean,
love
she's kind of a
love
joke
Britney
maybe
Spears.
now, but
X
like
who?
she was
X-
super successful.
X who? Who?
Britney Spears.
You should have did
Oh
Burning
my
Up by
God!
Madonna.
Yes, the poor thing. Her family put her under conservatorship, and she lost her mind. No,
Yeah,
she
and
was fucking.
She was
good.
in Vegas. She made hundreds of millions in Vegas during
Yep.
that tour for a couple years
The
there.
family took all the money.
Residency,
Yep.
I mean.
That's it.
And besides, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit something goofy and fun, and that's why.
Yeah, I
chose
understand,
the
Mr. X. I understand.
something a little bit lighter. And the other thing is, I realized that I'm probably at some point going to show that I did end up showing it to the guys who own it, and I was even kind of joking, like, in the middle of it, I'm flicking off the camera and then saying it's time to die, and I'm like, okay, well, that's part of the show. I just told them those are things that we usually do on the show, like, but like if I went too hardcore with it, that's another thing. Like that, I mean, these guys, we don't want that kind of language and music with, so I don't cuss in that at all.
Right.
Like I don't want that kind of language with our thing.
He's not a cusser. He's not a cusser. No. Southern.
So I think about those
something.
too. And then there's another company I'm working with that, I even thought about that after I
right.
did the Night Owl Network opening where it has all those N words in it and, 100 miles and running. It's like, it might be too hardcore. I might have to do the clean version.
You know what? X, you're right. Because nowadays, anything you do online can affect major, opportunities, major things in your life, which I think is disgusting because you should be able to express yourself however you want. But you're right with what you're doing. I would tone it down 100%.
Well, I mean, I still want it to be our attitude. Like, okay, here's an example. So Jim Terry TV is that Netflix rap song, which is a white rapper. Mr. X News Network is a kind of like a chaotic song with. I mean, we used to have like a knockoff Rage Against the Machine, but it's kind of a chaotic song used for
N-word
wrestling.
is never good in any way.
The Night Owl Network is a rap song, another rap song, an older rap song. And so we have a bunch of different types and sounds and feels, and I think each one fits it. So, I mean, that's just kind of, you got to go with what you like and what you feel would fits your show. So that's what we do. Crab Lakes Friday's got its own little goofy thing. I think BJ made that.
But what I'm saying is you, as a grown, responsible, taking your career serious, you realize, which we got to give you props for, because many people don't. You realize, hey, wait a minute, maybe this music isn't right. It can affect X, Y, and Z. There's people who don't see that. You've worked very hard in your life, and what you have, you want to keep and you want to build upon. And something stupid like some music, you don't want people judging you. And then all of a sudden they're canceling you.
I think my first hurdle is visualizing why I'm listening to the song, visualizing what I'm
right.
And I couldn't do that with Five Finger Death Punch. Now I'm not saying it's not good.
Right.
I don't know how I would cut that.
Right. But
and
that's my point.
I listened to that Britney Spears song. I was like, I know exactly how I'd cut this.
You'll know exactly what to do when you know to do it. But if you don't, you're smart enough to know that in this day and age, we have cancellation. And jobs come after you and people come after you and you lose. I've seen so many people lose everything for shit they said 10 years ago. When the Black Lives Matter came out and when, the Me Too movement, people who had things they posted 10 years ago were losing their whole careers. I'm not
really that worried about that, but I mean, I see what you're saying, but like, here's an example. We had that kid on Night Owl Network, and him and his mom.
But Hex, that's not you. Death Punch is not you. That's the bottom line. It's not you.
That's right. Night Owl Network. Listen to this. I mean, we had.
Go ahead. Yeah.
We had the girl, the mom and the little boy who did the bird sounds on there. We interviewed this kid that was on ABC News. He did all these bird sounds. He was an autistic kid who could do any bird sounds with his mouth, right? So Jim had him on. And I was like, oh shit, listen to how hard, and they're in the back chat while we're playing the opening. And I'm like, listen to how hardcore this song is. Then when we had Black Santa up, I was like, Jim, don't bring him up until after the opening's over, because if he hears, 100 miles of running and this white guy is running from the cops on an ATV. Now I made that because I look at like Mr. X. They're always saying Mr. X is going to get in trouble with the law. So like I made a visual representation of the cops chasing me.
Right.
Like I'm running from it.
Right.
Like I was bad. I just shot a gun and a cop's after me.
Right.
So I try to make that. But then I realized, oh shit. I mean, it's like sometimes it doesn't fit.
Right. No, I get that. And
so that was
career.
more.
It's not like you're just like, oh, let me just experiment with my talent. No, it's a career. And you have to, like, there's certain things I need to watch out for, and can't say and do or whatever. Everybody nowadays has to be careful. And you just know it. But I also feel that morally, because you weren't brought up that way, you're just like, nah, that ain't me. And you don't want to misrepresent yourself, even though a little bit of it can be you, but not at the massive range, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
Somebody fucking understands me. Nobody else does.
That's just how it works out. If you're feeling something and you're into it and it's your thing, then
Right.
you got to do it. You cut it
Absolutely.
together, John. I mean, you could cut something. I mean, I look at it like this: like you always, whenever you make a film, people are like, "Oh, I would have done it this way. I'd have done it this." Well, okay, then go out, go get a flamethrower,
and make
cut
a film
whatever you want, and then you do it.
You're right.
I mean, go get. I like that was a lot. I mean, not that anybody cares about this, but like, I drove up to my property on my own dime, got a hotel for 2 nights on my own dime, walked because the property was destroyed because of the rain. It's just like, so I had to walk half mile each way. Like, and there was a lot of effort to have that little production. It's like, plus it was a little production just to make sure that was shipped into Las Vegas. And then the guy drove it to me in LA. We drove up to Sherman Oaks to pick it up off of him. So there was a lot of stuff to even make that little thing happen.
But see, X, that's where respect comes in. They see how serious you are, how passionate you give your word, you do it, you done it. That shows respect. I'm talking about the ones that just talk.
More.
Yeah, and don't deliver. You deliver, and you have your boundaries, which you should. As a professional, you should have your boundaries.
Yep.
And at your age, not that it's old, but men usually aren't mature, but you're very educated with your 2 degrees from that one college, the only person. And I had to look you up. And then I asked you. Then, I would protect what I worked so hard for, because people in society are so fucking sensitive.
You had to look up
and they want to bring you down.
Haven't I said it like 50 times?
Yeah. No, they just want to bring you down. People who are below you just want to bring you down, and they're jealous.
Well, tell me about this. When did you look it up? I don't understand. How did you look that up?
Okay, this was months ago, and you and I spoke about. Maybe I didn't tell you I looked you up, but yeah, I was stalking. But
how could you get that information? I don't understand.
Oh no, okay, so I know your name, so I Google it, and I see IBDM, and you could just go from there. I mean, trust me, you need to know. I'm not an
IMDb.
Idiot. Whatever the fuck it is.
Well, I mean, IMDb, I could say I got 3 college degrees. Doesn't mean it's true. I mean, there's people up there who put up extra work in porn. I mean, doesn't mean it's true, though.
My point is, I'm always 10 steps ahead. People may not know it.
We had
give me a little credit.
We called up St. Leo.
Yes.
We asked them when we proved Sleeper Cell didn't graduate college. This is a couple years ago. I mean, maybe he has now. I don't know. And I asked them to make my records public in case anybody ever wanted to call and get them. Just, I mean, not GPA or anything like that, or what I got in every class. Just like if somebody calls up and says, "Did he graduate here?" I want you to be able to,
Right.
this guy, you
Okay,
can say yes or no.
So
You can say
let
yes.
me finish. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Because I'm excited. And you asked me, motherfucker.
Yeah, sure.
So, whatever. I don't know why. I was liking you that day. So I Googled you and, I see negative comments, on YouTube and stuff. I just wanted to see for myself. The long hair and stuff, yeah, little whatever. But you know what? You were following your dream. I'm like, this man fucking did his dream. He's doing so much more behind the scenes that many people may not know. I still believe there's a couple of shows you do voiceovers. I could be wrong, but it sounds exactly like you.
Might be.
So I know. Excuse me, you told me that before. So, fuck. No, I forgot.
It was about looking me up, was what you were saying.
Oh, yeah, looking you up. So then you said something. I was like, I gotta look him up. I looked you up, and then what website? Who no fucking knows. But it was like he got a double degree. He was blah 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 blah. But this and that. It might be on the IBDMDDDSLMNOUQP. But right. Sorry, you have to say it. So I'm just a nurse. I don't know that shit. I'm not an actor. So like I was reading that, and you and I ended up on a show somewhere, and I think you came on my panel, and I was like, "Hey, X, you have 2 degrees," and you explained, and you said the only one in that college, blah 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 blah. And I told you that I think I did tell you I looked you up. That
Okay.
like I found some things and like I was looking and like how pretty impressed I was. And it made me understand more where your attitude, your thinking, your processing, everything comes from. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Having that background, it made me realize, and I'm like, okay. So we spoke about it a little bit. I mean, I know I said that I looked you up, but I wasn't like, well, I wasn't stalking you, but I want to know everything. I wanted to know. I want to be like, okay. And then that's actually when things changed. Not that I ever disrespected you, but me and you had our ups and downs. And then I was just like, no, yeah, I respect this man. And I understand when he says certain things, where they come from, because you still have insecurities, and when he does things. And I'm just more like, I respect him for everything I see that he's doing. People want to make fun of it, but they ain't fucking doing it,
Right.
They're not
Yeah, I
making
mean,
a
the
name
beginning
in
of that, I mean,
Hollywood.
I don't know how much of this is out there, but the reason I went to that school is I had an opportunity to play basketball there. And
Well, it
I
doesn't
knew
matter,
I
and
could,
that's a positive though. You're
and
making it like it's I only went to that prestigious
well, I mean,
college because
if
I
I
had
could do it
basketball.
again, like if I had a redo, I would have gone to a better, like a USC, UCLA. Like
Right.
like how like you ever seen the Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers 2 or 3 or Zelda, where you like walk around the different worlds, but you can't unlock the worlds until you've beaten the previous world? Like Super Mario Brothers 3 is a perfect example of that. So like I don't have in my mind what New York City looks like because I've never really been there. So that little world up there, it's a big world, is not on my map. But Las Vegas is. So if I would have had the foresight of having what I have now with California and knowing it's California as well as I do now, I would have, after I didn't play college basketball and got injured, I would have come out to a USC, UCLA, and even if I didn't make it into the film school, just went to school around those kids that were in the film. And I would have been jealous that I wasn't in it, but I just would have acted in their films. And
I love that you're honest about that.
Yeah,
You're
that's
like,
what I
I would have been jealous. Yeah. But you know what, X? Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and I ended up going
believe if it happened the opposite way, something would have went wrong. So it was meant to be for you to go there, do this. It still brings high prestige. I'm sorry. If any, but not really sorry, but like in a way of, if you don't agree, like the education, the movies. I don't care if you think, they're stupid A, B, C, negative A, whatever the fuck.
there's
I
no
don't watch them.
There's no such
Right.
thing as that anymore.
There's a producer, there's a writer, there's voiceovers, there's so many things that this man's doing more than we are. Yet we're sitting there judging him when his life is better. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. I respect
Okay, thank you.
that's why I looked you up, because I wanted to see. And that's when things started changing. I was understanding you more, and I get it. You should be, not that you're looking for, you are looking for it, but not that you're asking. You should be praised for that.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? And people aren't praising you. They're trying to use it as a weapon. And you, unfortunately, because of your insecurities, you're taking it in when they're using it as a weapon. No,
I'm actually not insecure about it at all.
Oh,
Like,
okay, good.
no, I don't really. I mean, it doesn't keep me up at night. See, like here's how, when somebody says, like, example, like you just mentioned an A, B, and C movie.
Sure.
Okay, there definitely are movie theater A-list, actors, Tom
Right.
Cruise, high level. But I look at it like this: it's a studio film or it's an independent film. It's one or the other. B movies or the C list or the D, that doesn't really exist anymore.
That's
that
not
existed when there were
nor what you said. I'm sorry, not
studio. There's either studio films or independent films.
Right,
Either
independent. That's not A or B. Independent is,
no.
Am I wrong?
There are A24 is an independent film studio, and they have movies in movie theaters.
Okay.
Okay, so and
Okay.
A24 had big films in movie theaters. So I'm talking about the major studios: Warner
Okay.
Brothers, Paramount, Universal, Disney. Yeah, you understand. Okay, so there's either studios or independent films. Now, there are lower budget films and there's micro budget films, but I look at the film's legitimacy by these following things. And this has changed over. Back in the days, did you shoot on film? Did you pay people? Did you have insurance? Was there food there? Was there legitimate and meaningful
questions? Right.
I can't even finish talking, but like, was there
I'm
legitimate?
sorry. I'm excited.
Was there legitimate and meaningful distribution? Okay, so like, there's a lot of films out there that I think suck. Like, I think, for example, The King's Speech sucks. It won Best Picture. Who the fuck am I?
Never seen it.
You know what I mean?
But,
so
okay, right.
And I would argue Live Evil later on, Samurai Priest, is like may have had a bigger release. Probably not, but may have had a bigger release than some of those films that are nominated for, Best Picture, that are like avant-garde artsy pictures. So, I mean, what the fuck does that mean? It doesn't really mean. So we're going back to the point, then we'll hear what you got to say.
Sure.
Back in the day, there used to be drive-in movies.
A, B, yes.
And there was the A movie and the B movie. That lingo has stuck around, but it's not accurate.
And The Exorcist through there with the 8 movies.
And what ended up happening, like, if you think about it, Friday the 13th, when that came out, technically a B movie.
Yep.
A lot of those horror movies would have been a B movie. Dawn of the Dead, which is one of my favorite films as a drive-in movie, is a B movie.
Right. But see, I agree with you. I don't agree with this ABC. That's what I was saying. You do movies, you produce, you do this, you do that. That's the same respect. Okay, and you're not Martin Scorsese. Okay, but that doesn't mean
never tried to be. Never, that's not the thing that I'm trying to do. Martin Scorsese.
Right, you're trying to be you, and that should be respected. That's all. That's why
I grew up watching movies like Predator. That's what I like. So that's the kind of thing, like, to me, now you got an A-list star in Arnold, but it's a monster movie. It they weren't expecting much with it, and it becomes a franchise. That's the kind of stuff is like, so if you asked me, would I rather have a movie that would be nominated for awards or a movie that's in tons of movie theaters and highly visible? I would rather have the highly visible movie.
I'm with you. I agree. If somebody asks me, I want highly visible.
When's
I don't want the
last time
award.
somebody said to you, hey, let's turn on The King's Speech tonight?
Yeah, I don't even know.
How about we talk in Kramer and Kramer? I mean, come on.
Oh my God. I do remember Kramer and Kramer. Don't age me. But I
But I'm just
remember
saying, like
that.
films like that, even
Right.
though they're phenomenal films,
Right.
they're not being. I guarantee you, more people are going back and watching Nightmare on Elm Street than they are Kramer and Kramer.
Right.
Or
Right.
The Thing, which, by the way, The Thing was destroyed comparatively to the E.T. It was shit all over because E.T. was as big as it was. So that's one of the best horror movies ever.
I mean, look at Wizard of Oz and look at Grease. There
Yeah.
were two movies they did not think or believe would be so successful, and they're so generationally long.
Yeah.
It doesn't
The other one
matter,
that comes
right?
to
That
mind would
that could
be,
have been a B movie to them. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, look at Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That didn't even do well when it came out.
Oh my God, that is one of my favorite. I mean, Cinderella's my favorite, but Willy Wonka, oh my God,
Yeah,
second
that didn't even
favorite.
do
Yep,
well.
yep. I think I remember you might have brought that up, or I heard that somewhere, and I was really shocked. But yeah, no matter what, it's like you could be a nurse, you could be a nurse practitioner, you could be an orthopedic nurse, cardiologist, whatever nurse. It doesn't matter. You all deserve respect. I don't care how much more degree you have, it's how you present yourself, what you do with that degree, and how far you can go. And when you surpass the NPs with the higher degrees, like
Yeah.
I have, that's where you got to be like, fuck it. These people have no fucking clue. You know what I mean? I'm successful.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
doing
I'm
better
actually
than
doing it.
others.
Like these haters will come in and they'll be like, "He wanted to go out to LA to be an actor." No, I've always wanted to produce content. That's what I've
Right.
always done. And not content, but films. I mean, I guess I'm producing content now, doing the stuff. I don't like that word content as much, but I think it's kind of cheap. But like,
Right, right.
these are not films either. These are like kind of almost like talk shows.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, I just look at it differently. I mean, I guess. I mean, like I thought it would be cool to produce a news show.
Right.
I'm not really into the news, but like our style news show, we're like, fuck this guy. This guy's a bitch. I'm glad he got hit by a car. Like, there's no news
Right,
show out there like
right. And that's a great idea.
like
You know
like
what
a
I
like
mean?
a Howard Stern rated R news where the host, instead of saying, well, here's the news, but here's our opinion, and this is why these guys are idiots. And then maybe you show some cute animal stuff. Like that's the kind of that, but the news is also about us. Like we're part of the news too.
Exactly. And that's brilliant. Yeah,
I'm not just reading off the news clips. I'm picking out
right.
things that like it's exactly like the music. Things that I think that I'm into, that I think the audience would be into, and I could talk 10 minutes about any subject. And
Exactly.
I try to make entertaining and also engage Jim to get him
Right.
talking about something else.
Do you know what the sad part is? Okay, so people will I don't know how to get back to where I was, but people will here I am. Compare you to Jim. Okay? Now Jim is the outspoken, break all the rules, could give a rat's ass, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You, though you're outspoken, you're more reserved, you don't want to be involved in a lot of things or whatever. So a lot of people look up to Jim, whether that's right or wrong or indifferent, who gives a rat's ass, right? So they're like, yeah. So then, I don't mean this mean, it's that we had to talk about it when somebody said your show is boring.
It's not. It's the most
is
watched show.
that you're different. They can't compare you. I think that's a hindrance. You're definitely compared to Jim. Jim is a completely different character
Yeah,
than
Jim
you
is
are.
different than me. Yeah. I'm different than Jim.
Exactly. Exactly. So my point is that yes, a lot of people love you, but more people would love you if they didn't compare you to Jim. And I don't mean that mean. People just naturally do that. Look, we don't even have to know each other, X, and people can compare us. You know what I mean? and it's like, wait, we're doing the same, or I'm doing more, or whatever, this and that. So I don't want people to judge you on Jim. Jim is Jim, X is X. So
You know
yeah,
what's weird,
yeah.
Belle, which about what you're saying is when people meet me individually away from Jim, they
Yeah.
think I'm way outspoken and way over the
Right.
top and they're like and I'm like, well, you've never heard Jim before.
That's
If you think
because
that
Jim
I'm like
Jim hasn't given you the opportunity.
I that's another thing is why does there need
Right.
like I saw with Jim and Doug Hutton, and then Doug Hutton would try to outdo Jim.
Ain't happening.
Like, yeah, why do I need to do that? Plus, why isn't it better for like people came into this knowing Jim, and this is kind of like I always kind of joke that this is Jim's medium. So wouldn't it
Right.
be better for me to facilitate and make Jim look better and produce Jim?
Yes, that's
That makes more like why should there be
friend.
two Jims?
Right. That's a good friend.
Doesn't
A
make any
loving
fucking sense.
person who wants to see their friend succeed. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but they want to compare you to Jim. You're not Jim.
No, I'm
They
not.
have
And
to
then that's
realize, because there's a lot of things I respect. You're like, nope, not getting involved. Nope, I'm not. Nope,
I
nope,
tell Jim no all
nope,
the time.
nope. And I love that. You're two separate individuals. You've cleared that up, but in people's brains, they need to clear that up.
It took some time for people to get involved, but if they, like
Right.
obviously if somebody like what's her name, Girl Ryan,
Right.
there's some people in here in the chat too that they want to see the fight, they want to see the screaming match and this and that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do too, but like tonight I'm good on that. I mean, I came on here because I told Johnny I wanted to say this thing about Girl Ryan. I don't care if there's 20 or 200 people here. We got it on tape, we got it done. That was the goal. We're bullshitting here now, but like I don't need that kind of spite or hate in my life continuously. I got it out of my system. I said what I wanted to say, and we move on. We talk about other stuff like the shows come
Yes, yes. Just move on and let's talk about other shit.
And here's the thing.
But they're jealous.
I know this for a fact, and I think this pisses Jim off a little bit, but and this goes for everybody. I think this goes for everybody. Yeah. I am the only one. And it's the hardest, and it's hard for me to do because I wear the mask. I'm the only one who's shown up over and over and responded to these haters, showed up, and they just never showed up to her. I was the only, and even to times like I remember Jim didn't want me to do that thing when I went to Florida, and like he's like, I don't know if I'm going to be on the show. This could go really bad. This is bad news, and I convinced him.
Oh my God!
He didn't think it was a good idea at all.
Right.
And I was like, Jim, I'm just trust me. He's not going to show up, dude. And then, Jim afterwards, like, oh, he went to Jim Terry Music. Oh, this and that. That's fucking horrible. And this and that. I was like, yeah, but now he's trespass banned. This is
what
great.
The sad part is that James Michael Terry, listen to your little friend, and because. Like he just proved he was right in that moment. So listen to him. I adore you, but you're not everything.
Hey, I wouldn't suggest this, and I'd be like, I think about it once or twice or certain things.
Right.
And then
but see, Jim's into different things, and that is the thing. He's into different things. Even though you're into the same things, you're ultimately into different things and achieving different goals. And Jim is great at what he fucking does, and you're great at what the fuck you do.
Yeah, and then that's why we put it together the way that it is. So I mean,
I gotta say thank you to a couple of people real quick. Thank you, Texas Granny, for the $2.99 super sticker, and Barbara Buffalo. Thank you again for coming in with another $2 super sticker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for the no hellos. I'm glad you missed me.
Hello when you first came up.
Thank you. Did they? Okay.
Yeah, some people did.
All right. Let me not be.
Bill, they got their mind. Everybody's worried about Jim over there, and they're going back.
Jim is fine. He's watching some fucking football or
Oh,
bullshit.
he's
no,
on the panel right now.
Or masturbating or something. Just like leave the guy alone. He'll come along when he wants to. Jim will say he'll be there, but Jim really means like I'm Jim Terry, James Michael Terry. You're not going to tell me when to be there. I'll be there when I will be there.
Huh?
So let's be honest, Don't say huh. I'm trying to tell you what I'm saying.
He was
My
talking
arm
to somebody
hurts.
else.
So
I'm
I
fine,
don't
DZ.
know what else you got, Johnny. What else is going on? Because I mean, we've been on here for 2 hours. I didn't want to stay on all night, and I know
Thank you,
people.
X, for talking to me.
Yeah, I know
Thank you.
people are going back and forth, and I don't want to distract people if they're interested in,
Sure.
the slow flow thing.
I'm
But
getting
I already
off.
accomplished what I wanted to get done here tonight.
Yeah.
And I could gab all night too, but
I wanted to say hello. If Johnny wants us to stay, I'll stay.
Yeah, I
just
want y'all to
wanted
stay.
say
Y'all don't
hello
have to
to
go nowhere,
Johnny.
Mr. X.
I wanted to say hello to you, X, and we haven't spoken in a while.
yeah, I mean, tonight. There's something really kind of weird in the air because of the fighting that's going on in the other channel, and
You just really
know,
want to go, and that's okay to say.
yeah, I'm
need,
just
you just need
and
to
I know
say,
people are
I'm
kind
done,
of
I need to
distracted.
go.
Yeah, I know people are kind of distracted with that, and I'm certainly not going to tune in and watch it and go down that rabbit hole because once you start
Right.
watching that, then you're like, he said something about me. Now I got to get up there. I got to defend myself.
Right.
And Silo's like, I thought you weren't going to come up here anymore. I guess just the
Right.
easiest thing to do is just to wash it from your system. And if SoFlo
Right.
shows up anywhere I'm at, I'll deal with him in person. He won't.
X, I
Guarantee you he
respect
won't.
that. No, you're right. You don't need to be sitting here just fucking. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, people are half in, half out watching both, and
Right.
it's just a
Wait,
bad
who's
vibe.
both? Who's on?
Angel Gotti's on right now, and Jim and SoFlo are screaming
Is
at each other.
everybody
People are
upset?
watching both.
They're not fighting no more, Mr. X. It's just Angel and Tony and Jim now.
Oh.
Lord Jesus. All right. I love everybody. X, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Johnny. I appreciate you. Thank you. And
Yeah.
I'll have a show soon. And
Okay,
I
well,
hope
let
you're all
us know
there.
when you do. Give us some notice.
I sure will. All right.
All right, get
Everyone
outta
have
here.
a great night. Get out of here.
All right, Bill V. You be
Only
good, Bill
Jim
V.
can say that to me.
Be good, Bill.
Texas Granny says, I'm done over there. Yeah, it's just because, it's a tough situation, Texas Granny, because, you want to hear it, but then, I mean, that's like the weird situation. Like, I know nothing's going to happen at it. I mean, like kind of secretly, and it's not an invite. Jim and I wish one of these haters would show up, because what are they going to say when they get their ass beat? And I like, what's going to happen then? Well, now they can try to actually get us arrested, is I think what the goal is. It's just not worth it. It's just not. And for what? You can't beat up a 61-year-old man. He's a senior citizen in Florida. It's just, there's nothing you could do. Yeah, if you want to keep up with Jim, and he's over there now and SoFlo's gone, that's fine. SoFlo's not going to do anything to anybody. He's not going to do anything unless you're a woman. What are you talking about, Uncle? What do you mean? I don't follow Mean Green.
Like when you twist somebody's arm and you make them say uncle.
Oh. No, I mean, no, I'm not tapping out or anything, but I just like, I've been down this scenario so many times, and like at first you're like, I thought that there was a slim chance, even though I was pretty sure, I thought there was a slim chance that Fumble Nuts might actually show up. Very slim. But there's always some like, he shows up 2 days later and goes to a place I'm at. I thought there was a tiny slim chance that Watcher Crazy might show up in Vegas. I was fairly sure she wouldn't show up. Like if I was going to bet it, I would have easily bet 500 on it. Like when I bet like maybe 100 to 200 bucks. $500 bet would be a big bet for me. And if I'm not sure about a game, 30, 50 bucks, something like that, I don't bet a whole lot. But like I would have put down $500 that she wasn't going to show. And that's a lot for me. Sometimes I only bring $1,000 with me to Vegas. I don't bet a lot. That's, so I mean, there's people who do $100 a spin. So that's why I play real low. And if I get lucky, that's the way it works. But I've learned after all these years, a couple years, 3.5 years or whatever it's been, they're just not going to show up. And then there's going to be a diversion. I trolled you, or we're going to get you in trouble. Or, hey, we got a court case coming on you. My name's Confluence. It's coming. It's coming soon. No, it doesn't. For what? What's the crime?
Yeah.
And then we talk to the police, and there's been times even at the beginning that I don't want to say Jim was scared, because I think scared's the wrong word, but Jim was a lot more nervous than me. And I'm like, Jim, what did you do? I don't understand what the crime is. You talked on the internet? You didn't threaten anybody. I mean, Eric Foss is the one who committed a crime. He showed up and he violently attacked somebody, at least in my opinion.
True.
So, I mean, it's like, what are we fucking talking about here? I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. There's no crime with Confluence, nothing criminal there. Now, I think there's something legal there, like in small claims, and it would take me some effort to prove it, but I know I could win. I would have the advantage on Confluence. Just the fact, if I was willing to go to San Diego, and I'm not saying I'm even willing to do this, file a lawsuit there, submit the proof that we have, and then show up again, they would take that very seriously. And on top of that, the trump card is that she filed a false police report and they laughed at her and threw it out. She's like treading water up a stream. Like, she has really no evidence of anything. She's going to say to somebody that I gave out an address to somebody. She thinks that. Where's her proof? Cops didn't look at it as a crime. It never happened. That's why. Jim's a fucking private investigator. I think we can document him getting a hold of people. How many times? 50, 100? I mean, he got a hold of Tony Silo and illegal aliens, like 2 or 3 family members in one show. He needs my help to do that now? Fuck out of here. Plus, this woman was all over YouTube to begin with and was showing her tits and showing where she was at. And we could get signed and sworn affidavits that people have seen it, even though the shows are gone. She would lose. And what would I lose? A trip or 2 down to San Diego? Confluence, it might be coming for you. It might be. You're lucky that it's. If you were in LA County, I guarantee I'd do it. If you were here, I would do it. You're lucky you're 2 counties away. And I got other things pressing that are more important to my life than you. That's why I didn't even see your post for 4 days. Yeah, that's why SoFlo's mad. There's no question. You can't deny this. I mean, I don't care how many people are here tonight because, Angel's on. I didn't even know she was on until right before the show. But people get jealous by the cash apps we get, by the admiration that we get, by us having. They are so pissed, Johnny, that they couldn't shut us down. They thought they could, somebody like a Confluence or Inky or one of those people. We could control everything because YouTube has terms of service. Can't control the OTT, can you, bitch? You tried. You tried to go over there, didn't you? Twin mama and watch her crazy. You tried to call them, didn't you? What'd they tell you? It's a lot different when they're making a lot of money. And on top of that, Johnny, you know what they have? And it's what Belle V said. They got a producer who's working with them that's giving them a fucking ton of ideas that's making their system better. I have made their system better. And their system, when I give them, here's what happens. People just want to have an OTT and they're not really making any money. We're making money and we're giving them ideas to make it better. I'm sure they get other ideas too. We've made that place better. And they've given us a great platform. So that's what the haters have just failed.
Right.
Now, we come on YouTube to promote and to shit talk publicly. And, maybe if you can make a few bucks, then great. But I don't really, I mean, if I never came on here, it wouldn't affect me. I mean, not monetarily, at least. I mean, I like to say hi to everybody and catch up with everybody, but it wouldn't hurt me. So I'd tell you this, though. There's a lot of people out there. If you took YouTube away from them, they'd be gone.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some people that we like first versus people we don't like. Like Bob. Remember how big his show was? And they struck him and struck him and struck him and struck him. And he just got to the point where if his channel was never struck, he probably would still keep it and pop on here and there like Belvie, right? But he's like, fuck this. They just struck him into oblivion. And I can understand his point of view. I'm not mad at him. Where he's like, fuck this. This ain't worth it. Here's a couple other people that we mentioned somebody we do like. Let's mention some people we don't like. Salty Pancakes and Doug Hutton were never the same once they got struck off YouTube.
Yeah.
Never. They're gone.
Thank God.
Thank God they're gone, though.
Yeah, and there's some other people who just their shows might have been hot for a minute, and then we just got sick of them. Lincoln Kane, he's still around. He's one of the few people that's been struck a lot, but still is like a cockroach. If cigarettes and alcohol ain't killing him, my YouTube's not going to knock him off. So that guy's a fucking cockroach. But Homegrown Cowboy. He had a pretty cool show. Belvie, different reasons. She had a show for a while that was this hot. Crystal Ann, Twin Mama. Do you remember Danielle had a show? What happened there? HGT Dana came on hot for like 2 weeks. Remember she was like the talk of like 3 weeks ago? Ain't nobody talking about her anymore. They're talking about SoFlo. They're not talking about HGT Dana anymore. Foss came and went. Fumble Nuts. He's still kind of around. So, whatever. What else you got?
Right. I'm good. I'm getting kind of tired.
What is that dog that Mean Green has on there? Looks like a little
Little chihuahua. Let me see if I can bring it up.
I want to see that dog. Oh, I see him better now. That little bad one.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see him better now. I wonder if that's her dog.
Who's that?
Oh, it's her new puppy? She got a new puppy. I like.
Who is this guy right here trying to come up?
Put an overlay up. Let him up.
Cherry Vodka.
Yeah, let him come up. Let's see who he is.
Hold on, I'm gonna put an overlay up.
I'm just putting an overlay up.
I put the overlay up first, Mr. X?
Yes. So yeah, then in case he does any nudity or anything, he's not going to knock down your tired 2 hours and 17 minutes worth of work here.
All right, now bring him up.
Yeah, bring him up. See what it says.
Okay.
Who is this guy?
Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Who's this?
I'm Kerm. You call me Kerm, but I go by Travis RL.
It's Ian.
I
Who
have
is
Down
it?
syndrome.
Travis IRL?
Yeah, I have Down syndrome.
What?
It's Ian.
You have what, sir?
I have Down syndrome.
It's Ian.
He has Down syndrome, he says.
You have Down syndrome.
Yes.
Or I can't. Is he on camera or is he an avatar, Johnny?
What's that, bro?
Is he an avatar or is he on camera?
Profile picture.
He's on Avatar.
Why don't you come up on camera so Johnny can see if you really do have Down syndrome? Do you look like you have Down syndrome or you just sound like you have Down syndrome?
I like the puppets on your profile picture.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. You could get a picture anywhere. Why don't you come up on camera so we can see you?
Okay.
This isn't Ian, is it?
No, I'm Travis.
Travis, where are you from, Travis?
I'm from Alabama.
Well, you don't even have an accent.
Everyone calls it retarded. I don't know what it means.
Obviously, this guy is not mentally handicapped. He's playing a bit. We'll play along with him a little bit here. He's a mentally handicapped Alabaman guy. Alabamian, is that what you call it? How old are you, Travis?
I'm 19.
You're 19?
Yeah.
Now, Travis, what do you want to talk about?
I hate niggers.
Oh, he
What'd he
is
say?
from Alabama.
I beat niggers every day.
All right, Johnny.
I stabbed one on the porch. My
No,
daddy was
okay, Johnny,
proud.
get rid of this guy. Yeah, we definitely realize you're from Alabama, sir. Yeah, now that makes sense.
Oh no, I don't want that. Shit, hold on.
You get rid of him?
Yeah, I got rid of him. I'm trying to figure out how I get rid of. Oh, hide. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
There
you
we
just
go.
click it again. Yeah. He wanted to come up here and say the N-word and be cute, Fucking idiot. Who cares? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Alabama, is that how you say it, PZ? I didn't know.
I just made it up.
Oh. No, he tried at least. I give him an A for an effort. I mean, or E for effort. Which one is it?
Yeah.
A for effort. No, well, when you're a guest, Texas Granny, I couldn't see him. I could only see the overlay. Could you see him? What was his avatar?
It was, I don't know. It was just a picture of a white guy.
No. Yeah, he definitely was doing a bad mentally handicapped accent, if that's such a thing.
Yeah.
Nobody was fooled by this guy, but, hey, he tried. I mean, I give him some credit. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
There's a lot of them, dude.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got? I mean, I guess if you're getting sleepy, then I'm sitting here still wet from the gym. I got to go take a shower.
All right, Mr. X. Thank you again, Mr. X.
Yeah, thank you for everybody for coming in on Johnny's show. I appreciate, you guys taking care of him. Johnny, thanks for sending me a little snort.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that, but I'll take it. And yeah, I'm going to get some Raising Cane's here. Not tonight, but within probably the weekend.
Okay.
But we couldn't see this Southern disabled accent. No jokes. Okay. Yeah, let me see the mean green dog again.
See the mean green dog again?
Yeah, let me see that dog. Look at that little dog. Look at him. That's a cute little one.
Yeah.
I like little dogs, and I think they're cute, but they can't do anything.
Mean Green came in with $3 super sticker.
They can't like you take the little dog. I mean, they can't even pick up a stick or anything. All they do is eat, bark, poop, and like they're cute, and you can hold them, and like women like to put them in a purse, and you can sneak them into a hotel room and all that kind of stuff, and take them around to a lot more places because they're so small, but they literally can do nothing.
You're welcome, Barbara Buffalo. You're welcome, Texas Granny. You're welcome, Mean Green. Everybody's welcome, okay? Everybody's
I'm glad
welcome.
you came on tonight. We got to get some stuff out.
So what I'm probably going to do tomorrow is Thursday, right, Mr. X?
Yeah, Thursday, yeah.
So I will probably come on tomorrow evening again, guys, and discuss what's going on. I'm gonna read the rules of what my dentist is wanting me to do, and before I go in, so I will share that with you guys what the rules are, and we'll go over that.
Where's he going to be at when they put you under? Like, will he?
He's got to be there. He's got to be in the lobby.
How long does this procedure take?
It can take up to 2 hours.
When's the last time you were under when you had the stomach surgery? What date was it?
When I had the stomach surgery? October 6th.
Oh, okay, my birthday. So October, November, December, January. It's been 3.5 months.
Here's Rainbow Melon, Mr. X.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, what's up? We
Rainbow.
were just about to take off here in a bit. What's up?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back inside the plant because I left my boots.
Oh, you're just getting off work?
Yeah, we've been off for a little bit, but I just finally got out the gate.
You're watching. What are you watching? What's his name?
Who?
Angel Gotti. What's her name? Is that great to watch at work? People screaming at each other.
You know what's really sad about the whole thing is that that it seems like he's taken over the panel, and she is allowing it. I mean, it is her show, but what the sad part is that Jim is over there, and Tony really still hasn't proven anything. He hasn't showed us his TV with the news on it. Why don't you take your socks off and show your ankles and your feet? I mean, you ain't never been ashamed to be a loudmouth on your own channel. You're very loud when you talk.
One thing that this show accomplished, at least for me, just selfishly tonight, me being over here for the last 2.5 hours, makes me not able to watch that show or be involved or be slide down the mud path of just negativity there. You know, it's like, I'm so glad that I came over here regardless. Like, this show just helped me,
Yeah.
you know, because I didn't have to watch any of that. And hopefully when this show's over, that show will be over and I won't watch any of it. Hopefully she'll take it down and people, because a lot of people wanted to see the first Silo and, you know, fight. Like, I think Trucker Girl and some people are emailing like, can I see it? I'm like, I don't fucking know. It's gone. So
yeah, that right there is ridiculous. Can nobody, you can't, you know, when they had, I was even on the panel in that show and it was about the whole mod thing and people taking the chats out and putting people back in and all this other blocking nonsense. And I'm not going to repeat myself if everybody wants to hear what I got to say. I'm not going to repeat myself again. I already said it on her show and she took it down. So, you know, I just thought it was ridiculous. I didn't even finish watching the damn show.
Let's just be 100% honest here. Angel Gotti does not know how to quarterback or run a show. She doesn't know how to produce. It's just a fucking free for all, like Lincoln King.
Push the mute button.
That's it. Yep. Let people talk.
What the hell?
Like I did when Eric came up here with Barbara Buffalo on my show.
Yeah,
I kept on hitting that mute button.
She does not know how to run a show, and then you wonder if she does, and her loyalties lie elsewhere.
That part right there is probably more so than running a show. The loyalty
because
part.
everybody could have their say. I mean,
that's
Bob
the problem
was
with this whole
able to do
thing.
that.
There's no loyalty, Mr. X. There's no loyalty at all. It's like this. To me, Jim gets a whole set of different rules when he's over there.
Oh,
but
I did too.
everybody else
did
gets to
too.
do whatever they want.
You know, every time I would say something to Angel, it'd be like, yeah, but this, but this, but this, but this, but this. Why do you do it this way? Why would you? And obviously, I must have triggered them when I did, you know, it was a bit show business. Obviously, it's not going to happen. But like when I made the grandiose claim that I would be willing to box, watch her crazy. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But just like, it's like, I don't know if you ever seen when I'll give you an example. I hate to compare everything to wrestling, but I'm going to do it. Stone Cold was going to fight Mr. McMahon. And he's like, I'll tie one arm behind my back. And it's like real ridiculous. That's how ridiculous I made that. Like I was trying to make that fun. Like I knew it wasn't going to happen. I'd probably do it if she legitimately wanted to. But like I knew it wasn't going to happen. And it really triggered them. It doesn't offend me. Fuck them. Now, what else, Rainbow Mel? What else you got?
I was trying to plug in my charger. I don't know.
I heard you've been seeing a new man.
Who's that?
Some white man.
No, I haven't. I'm not seeing anybody, Mr. X. I'm just
Why
not. You
You're
know what,
lonely.
Mr. X? I had a relationship with somebody for years, and
man?
Yeah, I've never been with a woman.
Oh,
Anytime I've been in a relationship with somebody, it's always been a long-term relationship, like years or something like that.
yeah, that's
I've never
how I
been
am
a
too.
person. Yeah, I've never been a person to hop here, hop there.
I'm the same way.
Like some of these people on YouTube, which is very
Oh
strange.
yeah,
to me.
I'm exactly like I can't believe how many dicks Danielle's had since
Ugh.
I've known she's existed. Like I'm kind of grossed out by it.
Ugh.
You know, I'm just thinking
No
like
comment.
think about all those Doug Hutton dick, Sancho dick, like Johnny and PZ have like had a relationship the entire time. Danielle's seen all kinds of different dicks.
Yeah, the last relationship I had, it was for years and years, and I actually knew him when I was like 23 years old. So,
Hey,
and
Rainbow, me and PZ
Yeah.
are going on 7 years.
I know that's great, but you know, I've known him for a long time, and it just didn't work out because I found out that he got some young woman pregnant.
I remember
didn't know
now
it
that you
for
say that. I
3
remember you
years.
saying that.
Yeah, for 3 years he hid it from me. I had to play PI and play detective to go find out about it.
Is he a white?
No, he's a black guy.
Now, when you confronted him about this pregnancy,
He
what did
wouldn't
he
look
do?
at me. He couldn't look at me. He was embarrassed because he got her pregnant.
Now, how old was the chick? Like younger than you?
Yes. It had nothing to do with age, though. You know what it was, too, at that time? I was going out with somebody else. We were like, it was like in between. And then I changed my work schedule, and he didn't like that. And he complained about it because we were always together. We did everything together. He had a boat over here by my job. Every
There's
time
no
I went to
water
work-
there.
Huh?
There's no water there.
Yes, there is. There's water over here. There's
What,
water
Lake
here.
Michigan?
Yeah, just seasonal. It's not like Florida when you can put your boat out there all year round. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They gotta
California, you
weatherize
go
it
out in
and
water
stuff.
right now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so and it's just he didn't tell me about it, and what it was during COVID. That's when everybody's dirt comes out during COVID because nobody can sneak no more. Everything's closed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
the
everybody's
truth
looking
comes to
into
light.
each other.
Yeah. So
I was at the gym tonight. I talked about it earlier, and there was a lady I was talking. We started getting into the conversation of buying gym equipment during COVID. Like I bought like a little recumbent bike and like an elliptical, and just something. And we did a lot of walking. Just to kind of stay in shape as much as a push-ups. Everything I could do to, because you couldn't go to the gym. You definitely couldn't go here. And I just remember walking around the condos and and I've talked about this before, but I could hear all the people upstairs, like higher up with their windows open. I just kept hearing, like I'd walk and then I'd hear, and then I'd walk, and I could just over and over and over. And I was like, wow. I was with my girlfriend. I was like, listen to all these people fucking coughing. It was fucking weird. That's like one of the things that's like, if I were to ever tell like a young person, like, hey, Mr. X, what was COVID like? That's the story I would tell. And then there was one time when it first started, I remember everything was closed. Nobody was on the roads. And I went to my P.O. box and it was, LA was empty. It was like a zombie movie. I think I recorded it. It was weird.
Y'all want to hear something funny real quick, Mr. X?
Yeah.
What?
Bug's going crazy. She went from my couch to her bed, and she goes back from her bed to my couch. Like she did like 10 times right now. She's got the zoomies right now.
She's got the zoomies. She's running around.
Yeah. She's so cute when she does it too, though. She's so cute.
I wonder, why do cats get the zoomies like that?
What is that?
That's like when they run around and run fast one way and run back and run around.
Oh, okay. Zooming.
And they
around.
climb the wall sometimes. They climb the wall. Yeah, my cat, my
might
cat,
be horny.
No, she's fixed, Rainbow.
So
Well,
cats
you can
get
fix them
zoomies,
down there, but you can't fix their mind.
or it's called frantic random activity periods, FRAMPs, to release pent-up energy triggered by their hunting instincts, boredom, or post-litter box relief. So it's a burn-off energy.
Yeah.
That's what Rainbow does when she gets horny.
Yeah.
No comment.
She
What
said
about
no comment, PC.
what about the next door neighbors? Is there any updates with them, the ghetto people?
No.
You
No, I'm
talking
talking about
where-
Rainbow Mountain.
Which ones?
You had some people next door to you that you were like a real problem.
Oh God. They're quiet right now, but I think they're from another country, to be honest. I
have
don't
a
think
lot
they're
of-
from here.
Do you have a lot of Hmong people there?
What does that mean?
They're like some kind of weird Asian.
No, I don't. The area I'm in is mostly predominantly black with some some white in there. So if there's Asian, they're hiding. I don't see them really,
It's
That's why I
spelled
venture out.
HMONG. They are an indigenous ethnic minority group from East and Southeast Asia. I mean, the people that were in, remember that movie, speaking of Detroit, Gran Torino? Remember there's like some Asian people next door and he's like, swamp rats. And all
Oh,
that.
you
He's
talking
like,
about Clint Eastwood?
yeah, Clint Eastwood.
That was a great movie.
The people that he's like being kind of mean to are
Yeah.
Hmong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did he direct that movie too as well?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was a great movie actually. He's
I
kind of
like
like
that
a
movie.
big, like a racist kind of guy, but he has a soft side to him too.
Yeah. Well, he did help the girl, and he was helping
Yeah,
the kid
he
out.
did.
And just kind of set in his ways.
Yeah,
Like a
ornery
different
old
era,
white
different
man.
generation. I like that movie.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't see anything bad about it. I liked it.
That's
I mean,
what
once you
Detroit
watch
looks
it, you
like.
don't
That's
forget
the
it.
real
You know
Detroit.
what I mean? Huh?
That's the real Detroit there.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends where you're at in Detroit. I mean, I can go to another major city and you're always gonna find bad parts in it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just,
I mean, well, yeah,
it's
there's
what it
bad
is.
parts here too, for sure. I mean, look what Johnny ran into the other night, and that's not anywhere near him or me.
Yeah, that's crazy what happened then. But you know what? That's not unusual where I live at. That's why it didn't really faze me too much. Johnny
You should go out on
was
patrol.
running after him and everything. I was like, Johnny, you need to chill.
You should do that on patrol. We want to see Michigan. We want to see Detroit at night.
Me doing it, they probably pull out a gun on me, okay? They're crazy here. They don't play those games like this. Like, I'm gonna bring up Soulful again because this is a good example of it.
Okay.
Like, he's on panel talking shit, talking big shit, he says he's from this and that. But over here, they will smack him in 2 seconds. They'd be like, who the fuck you talking to, dude? He wouldn't even get out the second sentence. He wouldn't even get out the second word. The shit he talks on panel. So I just thought, to me, watching this shit on YouTube is a laugh to me. Him asking about this and that. But like I said before, he ain't proved nothing to me. Or anybody else.
Everybody from our group feels the same way. Like, hey, we want to just see more evidence.
What evidence did he show? A video? I mean, the evidence. Okay, let's put it like this, Mr. X. It is so simple to do the one very thing that people are asking for more of. Just show your fucking TV and show the fucking news. It's just so simple.
I mean, you could get out of that easily too. You could go on Pluto
How?
and go. I mean, I can go on Pluto News and make it look like I'm in fucking Chicago right now.
No. We can see you going on. We want to actually see you turn the channels and go on, is what I'm saying.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Rainbow, did you see your Cash App, Rainbow?
What do you mean?
Check your Cash App out.
Would you got some money?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
From who?
From me.
From the Hamung.
Hey, Johnny. Johnny, did you hit the lottery or something?
No.
What's going on with you? Why are you giving out your money?
He's rich.
I got blessed.
He got blessed. He robbed a liquor store.
No, I don't see nothing, Johnny. You sure you gave it to somebody else?
I gave it to you.
What about Bellevue?
I ain't giving it to Bellevue.
I ain't come up
Sometimes
yet.
Bellevue, when she comes up here, it doesn't seem like she's 100% focused on like I don't have a problem with her, but is it just me, or is it like, is she not 100% zoned in? Am I the only one to think that?
Yeah.
And isn't it Rainbows in December?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went to you.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's not coming up yet. I'm still at work. I gotta go back and get my damn boots, but it'll come up, Johnny.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Thank you, Johnny.
Why you want to work so much? They want to see us live, not work.
Well, Mr. X, it's hard to explain. It's not enough time to explain it. And yeah, it's just I keep my business to myself. But as long as I'm not homeless and everything, and I'm good. I'm eating.
That's why, because you went. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Because like I have a little bit, maybe not as bad. I don't know if it's bad or not. Maybe it's a good thing. When I always talk about that George Bush era and how like I couldn't. There was no fucking jobs here. I mean, I always talk about the 2 degrees. Who gives a fuck? I couldn't get a job at the airport. There was none. My mom's like, "There's jobs everywhere. Just go to a hardware store with a help wanted sign." I said, "Mom, listen. I'm going to prove this is how bad it was here because there was nothing. I'm going to go apply at a Burger King." I didn't even get an interview. That's when I started thinking like it was so bad. And so, because like the Russian arms stuff was done, so I was like, well, I mean, I was getting jobs. I was doing like temping, like temp services. So I was always making money, but like to get a good film industry job, it was just dead. So I was like, well, I mean, I could sit here and complain about it. I think there was 1 week I put 360 applications in. Like that's all I did all week. And then, I mean, it's not, I was never out of money or anything. It was just that one, like 2011-ish, 2011. It was at the beginning of Obama actually, or like probably the end of his first term actually. But, because when he was coming back and he was running again and they said change. And I was like, well, it's been 4 years. Nothing's changed. So I didn't vote. I didn't vote the second time. So I was like, well, I got to do something. I'm not going to just fucking do nothing. How about I check out this New Orleans thing? And then I went there, and I remember driving there with my buddy, and I may have told this story before. I don't know. I have to preface it with that. And right as I got into Baton Rouge, there was a water park off the freeway, and it said, help wanted. Well, not that I worked at a water park. I never worked. But I was like, I haven't seen any jobs available in like 2.5 years. That's how bad. I mean, do I sound like I'm out? Does that sound right? I mean, you were here in LA.
He's in the kitchen right now.
From about 2009, 10 to like 2012. And I don't know what happened after I left, but like it was bad. And so the reason I bring that up is I started working so much at different jobs and then film industry jobs. I was terrified of that happening again. So ever since then, I've always had tons of jobs and tons of different things that I've done. And I always ask you why you work so much, but I do the same thing because that happened to me. Oh, I remember all my buddies were losing their houses. Like I went to college, but my buddies who went just straight out of high school into jobs and worked for cell phone companies or even did work related studies where they could get out of high school early to work a job. All those guys had like houses in LA and they were fucking losing them.
Hey, Mr. X.
Yep.
I did a video of Bug today. I did a short video of Bug.
Yeah.
And it got me 1.8K views on there.
Oh,
and I got and then 5 people shared it. And I got 10 new subscribers out of the deal.
There she is. That's good. Yeah, you should do more Bug videos. People like Bug. God, look at that. That looks like Gotham City there. That does not.
Back. See, I got
that does not look like LA.
I got my shoes on.
It's cold and wet and smokestacks and it's gray.
Yes, I'm walking back.
Oh my God, you got to get out of there, Rainbow Melon. Why are you not in South Florida?
Well, Mr. X, if you got lottery numbers I can play.
You got money. It's time for your kids to start taking care of you. I mean, you're almost a senior citizen.
I don't want to be a burden to my kids. That's the whole process of reason why I'm working.
Well, Leanne's a burden to her kids.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, she's all kind of getting all kind of leans.
Yeah, well, that's their problem. Here goes my friend. You want to be on camera real quick?
Yeah, let's see what she looks like. Is she cute?
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. This is my buddy.
Who is that? ¿Qué pasa?
Give me a hug, buddy. How you doing?
What's her name? ¿Cómo se llama?
What is your name? He wants to know your name. It's Mr.
Manel.
¿Cómo se llama? Me llamo es Señor X.
I'm Lebanese. I'm not Spanish, but all I could tell you.
She's a sweetheart.
Good. Have a good night.
She's Lebanese?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris Capello.
Get out of the call. Go ahead. See you later.
Yeah, something.
Drive safe, okay, Linnell?
What's her name? Hold on.
She's gone.
Oh.
We were outside. I didn't want
Thank
to
you,
hold
Chris
her up.
Capello.
I didn't want to hold her up. You guys want to see a little bit?
Yeah. Let's see it a little bit. I was trying to translate Google Translate English to Lebanese, and I was going to ask her, does she like big penis? I couldn't get it done fast enough. Chris Capello's here.
Yeah, I'm walking on the way back. You guys get an idea where I work at, somewhat.
Oh, I've worked at places like that. I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
Yeah.
And there's like probably like well, hold on, let me see it. There's probably like a real like basic looking lunchroom with like just like a couple vending machines, but it's like all brick, cold.
UAW.
This looks like that movie.
D's for D's nuts.
Yeah, this looks like what's that Breaking Bad where they had that.
Ain't nothing like a double D.
Double D titties.
Yeah.
With the laundry facility, and they had the the meth factory underneath it. That's what that looks like.
Yes, everybody's gone, of course, except for me, of course.
What are they making there? What's in all those stuff that's stacked up?
Well, it's just supplies for the cars and stuff.
Oh, okay, it's car. It's all like car parts and stuff.
Yeah, supplies for the cars. We build cars.
What is it? A Ford?
Not saying. It's
Kia?
one of the big three.
Oh,
It's one of them.
Chevy.
Huh?
Chevy.
No.
Oh, it's got to be Ford. I mean, that's the biggest one that's there.
Well, there's three big ones. I mean, there's Ford, GM, and there's other ones. Chrysler. I guess they call them
Chrysler
Stellantis
still
now.
around?
Huh?
Chrysler still around?
I think they call them Stellantis. They changed the
used to
name
have
to
a-
Stellantis.
I used to have Chrysler Sebring convertible.
Oh gosh, I remember Sebrings.
I-
They're
I-
all
I'll-
right.
Do you want me to tell you a quick little story?
Sure.
So there was a guy out there that was, I think he was trying to do some kind of a court case against me, right? And we had a mutual email, and I was able to see the mutual email. And he started about complaining to some life coach. He's never home. He's this, he's that. I think he's hiding. I didn't even know any of this was going on. I don't know if he was trying to serve me or if he wanted to show up and fight me or what the fuck this guy was trying to do. So I was able to see what he was saying in his email. And he goes, all I know is he's got a red sports car. He must have a ton of money because he's got a red. And I had a Chrysler Sebring convertible piece of shit with like a rag top roof. And he was going. So I remember. So like I contacted him and I said, yeah, dude, what's going on? He's like, what are you calling me for? I said, I'm driving around my red sports car. And he knew. He knew I knew. Fuck you, this and that. So yeah, every time I think about Chrysler, I always think about that story.
Yeah, those
What
cars were
happened?
popular back then when they came out. I remember that. I think my sister had a white one, but it wasn't a convertible.
I mean, I just lived by the beach and I was like, I want to, something I can put the top down,
Yeah, I like convertibles too. It's not more upkeep with a convertible though.
What's going on with the grandbaby?
Well, she's getting bigger. She's growing. She's trying to talk now. She's rolling over, which is hilarious. So yeah, she's just growing.
Let me
Everything's
ask you this.
well.
How old is this baby?
She's going on 7 months now.
7
Went by
months. The
quick.
baby's pretty young.
Yeah, she's cute too. She's so cute. She's got long eyelashes.
Do you think that baby is as old as Leanne's daughter's baby?
I
Or a
have
little bit younger?
no fucking clue. I don't. I just fell.
Rainbow's baby is younger. Grandchild.
Maybe
Yeah.
younger, yeah.
Is she okay?
Yeah,
You
I'm
okay,
all right.
Rainbow?
Yeah, I'm all right. I just fell on my ass.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Nice.
I'm good.
Did she fall on the ice?
No, I fell in the snow.
Oh, she fell in the snow, Paul.
Yeah, because you know why? You know why I fell? I'll
Why?
show you guys why. This asshole that parks right here, this is why I fucking fell. Why is somebody parking right here in this fucking spot? You're not supposed to park there. But as usual, they do nothing about it. That's where I fell at.
Maybe
Fucking
they got
pisses
stuck.
me off.
I hope you're doing better. That's not good.
I'm all right. I didn't break nothing. Not this time. I laughed.
You're not dead. That's the most important thing.
You're
Not yet, anyway.
How
I'm
much money did you
safe.
get?
Huh?
How much money did you get from Johnny?
Why, Mr. X?
People are got questions about you.
Okay, I'll tell you. He gave me like 50.
Really? He's really blessing people these days.
No, he didn't give me that.
When are you going to go into one of those creepy areas of Detroit, like those old rundown house areas, and walk around at night?
You come out over here?
Yeah,
Well, there's deer over here too.
Are there
in those
scary
creepy
animals?
areas that are all
Yes,
empty.
I was shocked one time. I was driving the side streets
Oh, yeah, if there's scary
and I
haunted
saw deer coming out
What?
across the street.
places. If there's any haunted places where they used to build cars.
Hey, PZ wants to know if there's any haunted places where they used to build cars at, Rainbow.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure
She
there
said
is.
there's sure there is.
How long has that factory been open that you work in?
Power on.
A while, a long time, years.
100. Yeah, it's full.
I'm not going to say anything more because you could pinpoint where I am if I say something about the building and how many years it's been.
Connecting.
I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to satisfy other people and haters to start some dumb shit.
Yeah,
Even
you
though
don't
I've
want to
already
be
told
like
my
Janelle.
job about it.
Has she
Huh?
been in Hannah's house?
You don't want to be like Janelle where they start calling up your work and saying,
No,
"Oh,
my
she's
job
good."
knows. I told my union. You know, when somebody says about my union, they're going to tell my union like my union pays my bills and signs my fucking check. It was a dumb comment. So I made sure I told my union. See, I always think ahead. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
ahead. Thought ahead before they did that stupid shit. Because I knew it was coming. Because when you deal with these kind of people, you know, they're not going to be right
What?
people.
We did that too.
They're going to be hateful.
I told the manager, department manager.
Well, I'm about to take off here. We're about 3 hours now.
All right, Mr. X.
All right, well, I might as well get off then.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean, the
Rainbow.
reason I stayed up here is because you came up and I hadn't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, it was nice, Mr. X. That's why I came up here, because you were here and Johnny was here.
Now you need to go out and find a man for tonight.
Okay, now what's up with the man thing? Why you keep saying I have a man? What's going on? Is something I don't know about?
No, it's like, I mean, there probably is, but not on that front. No.
Hey, PZ said because you get a man because you don't want to get the zoomies.
You know why I don't have a man? Because they're assholes. They're
Yeah, you're
not right. They're not honest. They're jerks.
Very true.
It depends. I mean, why don't you get a younger man?
No thanks. I don't have time to raise another man.
He's
I
not
don't have
a-
time for that. I'm not raising nobody's man. I just don't believe in dating somebody that young. You know, like 20 years, 10 years. That's just
making money.
obscene. It doesn't matter if I make money or not. I mean, I just don't. You know what it is, Mr. X? When you with somebody, especially at our age, Mr. X, you're not far behind me. You know,
Oh,
you just
here we go again.
you just know what you want out of life, and you're just not gonna deal with the dumb shit anymore. You grow up out of that, and you mature. And dealing with somebody young like that, it's just not gonna do it. They're not mature enough to be at my level. So why waste my time? What, to get a good bang? I can get a good bang anywhere.
From who?
That's sad. It's not hard. You know, you men are dogs.
Not all men's are like that.
Well, I say 90% of you are.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I mean, probably a
Are you in
lot
the
are,
10%,
sure.
Mr. X? Are you in the
What's that?
10%?
Oh, I'm not saying I'm special or I'm anything different, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't think all guys are like that, but, you know, a lot are for sure.
Well, I'll drop it. It's not 90%. I say maybe 70% of dogs.
I mean, I think it's a pretty high number.
Yeah. You think what I'm saying is the wrong number?
No, I mean, it's probably like what are we talking about when you say a dog? Like they're just fucking anything that they can?
Yeah, they're not honest. They're not honest. They sneak. You know what's funny? I never really had guys that cheated on me. That's the thing. It's never been that kind of problem. You know what I mean? It's never what it is. They get clingy on me. They get clingy. They want me to be around. They want to know where I'm at. They want to know what I'm doing. You know, they get
Well,
jealous.
that might not be.
Somebody
I mean,
talks
that's
to
only
me.
a bad thing if you're annoyed by them. But person might look at that as a good thing that somebody cares about you. I don't know. I know this. I'm 47. I've never had a girlfriend that I've cheated on ever. Never
That's
cheated
good.
on a girlfriend ever.
Then you're the top 10%.
Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm sure I've been an asshole in other places, talked a lot of shit, but
You ever been mad and threw anything across the room?
no, not like that. No, I don't believe in that.
So if you get mad at somebody, at your girl, what do? You walk out, you walk away. So I had enough. I'm not talking no more.
I think that, certainly I'm not throwing anything or being violent or biting anybody. No, I just, usually more times than not, they're more mad at me than I would be mad at them.
What'd you do, Mr. X?
He's on that internet all the time screaming at them. No, she don't care about that. But no, I just let me think of an example of something that that might be annoying. I give you an example. Like,
What?
Goldie went to fucking Angels.
She might be working, right?
Yeah.
Let's say she's working from home, and I'm like, she's just typing. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, who is that? Who are you talking to? A man? Like that? Just joking. She's like, I'm on a Zoom meeting right now. I'm like clearly joking. She's like, you got to stop doing that. Oh my God, everybody heard you. I told him that you were on a streaming show and joking.
You embarrassed her?
I was like literally joking.
You embarrassed her.
Yeah, like that might be like, but it's not like anything like embarrassment. Like
you had a childish moment.
Yes, yeah, like that would be the thing for me. Like the things that I would do here that would be childish or ridiculous, I would do in real life.
Oh, okay. So you are 100% who you are. You don't try to pretend.
Oh, yeah. I pretty much act like, it's out a little bit more liberal out here. So I will repeat things that Trump says that I know is like bad.
So you're doing it on purpose.
Well, like here's an example. Like, well, there's just a lot of people there. I hope when the riots were going on, right here, like down, even though it's nowhere near us, like, oh, let's go, and I said, well, I mean, if they are illegal, they shouldn't be here. Like, oh, I could understand that. And I go, here's the thing. We're full, like Trump says. And like that, we're like, okay, that's enough of that. We're full. I use a lot of the other one Trump says,
you're fired.
Well, that was Vince McMahon said that first. But here's what's the other one? I've been saying this one a lot lately. Yeah, that little piggy. Oh, what do you call that? And when people were talking about the pandemic, remember what he was doing? I've played like my favorite Trump ones. Yeah, you know where it's from? It's from China.
I like when he says China na na. Didn't he do that too when he said China na? Didn't he do that once? Or did I hear
there was
else?
another? Yeah, he has said that before. But there's another one where there was a Mexican guy. This is like before his first term started, Trump's first term, and this guy goes up to him and he says, and they throw him out. It was like a Univision guy. It's like an older guy. He kept talking and talking, and they threw him out of the room. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember it vaguely.
And the guy in the hallway walks up to me, goes, "You, Univision, you." No. He goes, "I'm an American citizen. I'm an American. You know you're not. Get out of my country." Like that. And I kept Tourette'sing that.
Oh God.
I kept. So somebody would drive and cut me off, and I'd be like, "Fuck that. Get out of my country." And of course, I'm like clearly joking, but after you say it for like the 70th time, after I trust it, like I just got it out of my system. I'm sure that is annoying.
It sounds like you need attention. What's going on with you, Mr. X? It's like you need attention. Is that why you get annoyed?
Internet friends. Go out with your internet friends and get the attention. Go do that on the internet. Don't do that in real life. You don't have an audience here. You don't have an audience here. Go do that. Go do that with the internet friends of yours. Go do that over there.
Whatever the hell his stupid name is.
Yeah.
The other one is my favorite one. I can't really use this one though. When Trump goes, "Look at that guy over there. Look at that guy over there. Look at my African American over right there." That's another one of my favorites. I played that. I would just play it and laugh and laugh.
In New York.
Like, I know it's bad.
I think Trump tries to fit in. He just does. I don't think he understands what he does sometimes. I think he's just purely joking. Doesn't mean anything by it. But he doesn't understand how it comes off to some people. You know what I mean? He just raw like that.
Did you feel he was racist at all when you met him?
Never. He put his hand out to me. He put his hand out to me. I didn't do that.
Is he
wanted
big?
to touch my hand.
Is he like a
and
big
shake
guy?
Yes. He's actually a good-looking guy. And his hair is nice hair.
He's got a lot of money behind him. I mean,
yeah.
Does he look plastic at all or no?
No, he looks very tan. He has a very beautiful tan, Florida tan. I call it Florida tan.
Well, he's got the spray on, yeah, but
he looks nice, okay? I thought he was a good-looking guy.
But he's old. He's old. You could tell he's old.
But you know what? He's reserved. He's like a reserved old man, but he's not like
What did he say to
over.
you? Would you say, "Hey, my name's what?" I mean, I know what your name is, but hey, my name's such and such, or would
He
you
knew
say?
my name.
So he said hello to you. Called you by your name. Would you shake his hand or something?
Yes. And
then
before I met him, I talked to his aide on the plane, Air Force One or whatever plane he was on, and I talked to them. I don't think he was on Air Force One then. I think he was running for president for the second time, right?
And then it was the second time. Because I remember when you met him and you were talking about him. And then he what did he say back to you?
Well, I didn't talk to him while he was on the plane. It was his aide. You talking about when I met him in person?
Yeah, when you met him, like, what's the interaction? Like, tell me exactly how it went down. It's breaking up. What's that?
I said, after he said my name, I don't remember. All I remember is me touching his sleeve on his jacket. I don't remember anything else.
Here's what I would have done. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, my name's Mr. X. Is there any way, I know that people ask you for things all the time. Is there any way you can move the jackpot in Las Vegas hand pay from $1,200 up to like $5,000? That's existed for like 20 years. Any way you can do it? Why am I getting federally taxed on $1,200? You look into that? Thank you.
You wouldn't have had that much time.
Fuck.
It wasn't. It was so organized and everything. They gave us a protocol before we met him. It wasn't like I was able to chat with him for a long time. It was mostly like say a few words and take a picture and get the fuck on, basically. That's how that went. So he's a busy man. I mean, he was going other places too.
Yeah, so. I know. You can't have a 20-minute conversation with everyone. Yeah.
You don't even know me anyway. You know what I mean? So only thing I remember the most though was when after I walked away from him, I looked at him. I said, "God bless you, President Trump," and he watched me say it. And he smiled at me. I thought that was really fucking cool.
And then he goes, "Look, there goes one of my African Americans right there."
He probably didn't know I was African American. I hate that term. That African American thing is so stupid.
Well, that's an outdated. That's like a 90s term, I think.
That came from Jesse Jackson, his Rainbow Coalition bullshit.
Yeah, let's see. That's a good question. When did that term come up?
Jesse Jackson is some crap. I hate that thing. I hate it. When it comes to check marking anything or boxing anything, I never check that. It's so stupid. Wouldn't even come for Africa.
It didn't seem like that was around in the 80s, because in the 80s they would just say it's blacks.
Yeah.
And it depends on how, like, oh, that's a black area. Or they would say it in a bad way, like, the blacks are over there. Like you could term it, you could say it a different way. But then it started becoming like, African American, like you would, like, you're trying to be polite about it. And then it became like, it's stupid. And people would say, well, that's a black guy. That's a white guy. It's an Asian guy.
You know what's funny? They say, they talk about racism and stuff, but yeah, you got to check your race on everything. It's so stupid.
I just look at it like Americans.
Well, we're all born here. If you really think about it, did we all come from Africa? I mean, didn't we all come from over there? I mean, stupid.
Well, I was born in the United States. I mean,
I'm talking about where we all originated from, so they say.
Oh, that by the way, and I'm just looking at my name. That's another thing she hates.
What?
That's why I started saying it on the show. In the way that I say it. I didn't do nothing. That. She hates that. Take the trash out? I already
What's
did
the
it.
other thing you've been saying lately? It's another word you've been saying. Up.
Her up.
My gosh.
Her up. That's
Does
from
she get
Friday.
annoyed too with that?
That's from Friday.
Yeah, that's
The
coming
second
next.
Friday. The second Friday.
Yeah, I dare you to do that at home a lot and see
Oh,
how
I
how
do
you-
that. I mean, that's
Oh,
just part
God.
that's part of my vernacular. That has nothing to like. I'm not doing that to black people. That I would say that around white people. I mean, or like, and I it's weird because I've gotten around like pro wrestlers before, like in real life.
Yeah.
And part of my vernacular is pro wrestling lingo, like smart mark lingo, where I'll be like, "Look at this jabroni," and they think that I'm trying to fit in, but that's just like look at that mark. Like that's just like kind of like growing up in the '90s watching wrestling. That's kind of become part of my vernacular, I guess.
Well, this has been a pleasant conversation, Mr. X. I'm almost
Is there anything
home.
else annoying that you want to hear that I've said?
No. I think you're fine, Mr. X. I mean, that's all you're doing wrong. I mean, damn. I mean, what's this world coming to?
Well, you know what? That's funny you should say that because I say that. I didn't do nothing. Here's me. I didn't do nothing. I mean, look at these. You've seen these. This is like me talking to her. You've seen these guys on the internet. They're literally biting their wives. These are the fucking mutants that are out. That's how I talk. These are the fucking. You've heard this. Like, there's been times where, like, I'm in the living room right now. Like, she's been sitting right behind me, like reading a book or listen to an audio book or something like that, and I'm on like Johnny's show, like not one of our shows, because I go to a different room when I do our shows, but like, and she hears me talking about this, right? And I said, look at all these guys out there. She's like, well, I'm not with those guys. Those guys are all fucking losers. And she don't say fuck, but you know, those guys are all losers. You know, look at all the problems they have. And she don't really even say it like that. I mean, she says it in a nicer way. Most of the time, she's just like, almost can't believe the dysfunction that's out on YouTube.
Isn't it crazy? That's the tug out here.
Yeah.
Never knew. It's wild.
And I think that she might have been like worried to an extent. You know, she has said before, it's like, are you egging this on early on in the beginning? Like, come and get some of the Mr. X. You know, and I'm like, I tell her, I said, listen, they're not going to do anything. I said the same thing, Jim. I'm going to prove to you that they're not going to do anything.
I think I see Jim's van.
Might be.
You want me to tell you? You want me to show you? I see Jim's van. You guys want to see it?
Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. I'll start acting bad, and I'll be like, "That's like the Steelers win a game," and I'll start dancing. Is that it?
Oh my god! Isn't that the same van he says he's gonna get?
That's actually a pretty nice one.
Yeah, it looks like he got in an accident though, because it wasn't like that.
Go
Isn't
knock
that
on
hilarious?
somebody's in there.
No, it's the neighbors.
So let me tell you about this real quick, Ram. So like, let's say like that Ravens Steelers game,
Yeah.
like where at the end of the season where the Ravens missed the kick, and I started laughing and cheering like, yay, like I won or whatever. The Steelers, 'cause I had the Steelers in that game.
Yeah.
And I go, look at this, another win for the Mr. X. And she goes, I don't date Mr. X. It dates, you know, I didn't say my other name, you know. She don't like the Mr. X character. She does not like that.
What's wrong with the Mr. X character? It's part of you.
Bad.
It's your
Bad.
alter ego.
It's like the bad side of my character. the attitudinal side of my personality.
Oh god.
Because like I tell you what, like I meet people, and I know that these haters wouldn't think this, and I know that people genuinely like me when I meet them in person. Like I
believe
don't
it.
like, it's very rare to have a like that issue that I had at the gym where I almost got in a fight with that guy. But Jim the other way, we call it like an explosion, or we just say it happened again. That kind of stuff with Jim happens all the time.
Why?
He's got, I mean, you've seen he's got an explosive personality. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I've seen him before out to eat, and somebody would tell him to take off his hat, and he almost thought there was going to be a fist fight. You know?
Why? Why
that
so hard
exactly
like
happened, but just as an example. Yeah, like, I don't think that these people, I'm not saying Jim is some kind of MMA guy, but I don't think that they realize, maybe they do, you know, that Jim's not like some little 5'6" pussy guy. He's actually taller, and I mean, I'm more muscular than him, but he's technically bigger than me.
Well, I saw his long fingers on the screen, so I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, if like I'm standing next to him, he's a good inch and a half taller than me. I mean, I'm not small either, but it's weird. Unless like when I go into these classes, and I've been talking a lot about the gym recently because I've just been something I've been doing, but like I'm one of the biggest people always in there, and Jim's a little bit bigger than me.
Yeah, well, that
so, I mean, like, and Jim's he's no pushover either.
No, I'm
That's
glad
what I don't think fumble nuts in them realize.
Real men aren't pushovers.
Queen of Ossians here. Hey, Queen.
At least that's how I was raised. A real man will never be a pushover. He's stand his ground, stand his
Here's another problem I have. I got a problem peeing on a toilet seat.
Huh?
I have a problem peeing on a toilet seat. It's a problem I have.
What?
I get very lazy.
You aim it right. Do you not
well,
know
sometimes when it starts off, sometimes when it starts off, it's like 2 streams and eventually turns into 1 stream. And it just goes everywhere.
Holes?
I don't know. Maybe. 2 penises. Like I said the other night, I was born with 2 and they took 1 away. But sometimes it's like starts off. I think maybe like the middle of the skin of the penis hole sticks together, and then like eventually it opens all the way up. So at first it's like, but you know, like that Austin Powers movie where it's like sputtering at first.
Oh my gosh.
Hey Chris, what's up? That's when you're going to get it on a toilet seat. So I ended up buying a toilet seat that I could just push, and it just goes like it slowly goes down or slowly raises up. It doesn't like if you push it doesn't slap down. It like slowly raises or slowly goes up. So I've gotten better at that.
When do guys learn how to aim anyway? I mean, when they learn, I never.
Well, I mean, it's a thing where you just pull out your dong, and you know, I mean, you're like in a hurry. Like I could tell you this. I know this is going to sound crazy, and we're getting in the weeds here, but I could take a piss and not even touch my dong, and not have to wash my hands. I know that sounds crazy, but look.
Wait a minute. You got your dick erect or something? Is that
no. You just like if you're wearing like basketball shorts and like just regular underwear, you just zip your pants down. Like all of a sudden your pants, like the strap of your pants are below your nids. You just take a quick piss. I mean, it's not like my dick is like a ½ inch. It's long enough to aim, and then you're done. You shake it and you put it back. I didn't even touch my dick.
Oh wow, that's
and I'm like, what am I washing my hands for?
Some pissing skills.
Yeah. Now I'm talking like that's like a urinal situation. Like there's you're in a men's room and there's nobody around. And like I was at that casino and I called a guy over. You know, you could put the service light on the slot machine. Like you need service, you need help. So I put the service light on.
You're out of something or something's not right or you need
something's not right. They come over to you and they're like, oh, well, I was like, can you hold this machine? This machine's hot right now. I've been playing for this. So I like to count how many times it is for me to get into the next game. And if it's going fast, I'm like, I got to take a piss. You know, I usually give them a couple bucks to hold the machine, even if there's nobody around. I just don't want somebody getting it. So I run and go take a piss, and I've cleaned off the machine and all that, made it. So I want somebody else bringing their cigarettes or their filth around it. And I could take a piss and be back in like less than a minute. Yeah.
That's probably because you wasn't drinking a lot or something. Didn't have a lot of beverage.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. I usually tell them at the casino, hey, could you give me a Diet Coke and a water or 2 waters? You know, like I don't drink alcohol. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot because you see guys. I mean, you don't see it because you're not in the men's room, but you can see guys all the time. They don't wash their hands. I'd say 50% of them. Now I do wash my
That's
hands a lot.
gross.
I do wash my hands a lot, but because I don't want sick and getting the germs and all that. But it's very easy to go to the bathroom and not. You don't even have to touch take a pee and not even touch your dong.
Still, though, you got to open the door though and touch the
No,
lock.
you don't. I usually wear basketball shorts and you don't go through the dong hole, the dick
Oh, wait,
hole
but
in the
you're a
underwear.
guy. I'm thinking about
You just
myself.
pull it down and then flap it back up.
No, I was thinking about myself opening the door and closing and stuff. I'm a woman. I'm just different.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about there because I don't have anything.
Yeah. We have stalls. You go in there.
Yeah, you got to go in there, and that's a different thing. Yeah, I can understand that, and you got to wipe it and all that. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, drip, dribble, and dry.
Yeah, but if you have like a dong, it's like a trunk. You could just like whip that trunk out, and of course, the longer, the better. It just goes, zzz, and then you're done. And then shake it. You could just shake your hips and then just flap it back up.
No.
Now there's always that chance of getting some urine on your underwear, but as you get older, you just start buying black underwear.
Yeah, why don't you just wipe? Why don't you just dap with a piece of tissue when you're done?
You're welcome, Barbara.
Drip on your unders.
So I'm gonna go in the bathroom and wipe the tip of my dong.
Yeah, so you won't drip on your underwear. It smells like piss when you do that. It's gross. Right? Well, you want to like tap it dry?
Yeah, you could shake it dry.
Yeah,
I've never gone into the bathroom and wiped my penis.
What the hell? We shake our tits all the time. Shake your dong.
Well, you do that, but I'm just saying I've never gone into a stall and said, okay, I just got done peeing. Let me wipe my penis hole.
You wipe my penis hole.
Yeah, I mean, it's even Johnny's laughing at it. It's like not anything you would ever do. It's never even crossed my mind to do that.
I just think it's nasty to wear underwear as a guy and then don't tap it with some tissue and let your ding-a-ling just drip on your underwear and be piss spots. No.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I know that Queen of Ossian says it smells, it's gross. Yeah, if you're going to hook up with a girl, it's not like you're going to, have some vinegary balls or something. You want to jump in the shower, maybe change your underwear or something like that. I mean, it's like, come on.
I knew a guy
Chris
one
says
time.
he does the same thing. I'm not, I mean, it might be news to you.
Mr. X.
Yeah.
I met a guy one time a long time ago. I was in my 20s, right? And he had a weird smell, like an odor. I was going out with him. Well, I went out with him. And I didn't know it until I sat next to him and I smelt it.
Ugh.
So men can smell too down there. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I just never, that was the one and only time I've been around a guy that smelled.
I look at it like this. I'm personally not even comfortable unless I take a shower first. I won't even do anything.
We weren't doing anything. I just sit next to him. I just smelt it.
I'm just saying in general, like these guys that are, running around and working all day and then they're like coming home and hooking up with their girl. Like I was thinking about this when I was in Florida last. There was some guy that was some Arab guy and he was driving me. He was and I don't know if he was Indian or Arab, one of those fucking countries with a lot of sand over there. I don't know what it is. And he smelled horrible. And I'm like, he's got a girlfriend or a wife somewhere. What woman? I can't even put up with this and I'm in the back seat. What woman could put up with this? Even if this guy showered, he would smell still horrible.
You know what that's from? It's their diet. It's the garlic.
It's got to be.
The food.
Gotta be.
The herbs and stuff they use. That's exactly what it is.
Fucking gross.
It's like stuff. Ugh.
And I have the, I wash my hair. I got the body wash, and then the soap, and then I got a whole thing that I do.
You're supposed to.
My fingernails are clean. My fingernails are not long. Yeah. Here's another thing I'll tell you that I do. I don't even know if I should tell this or not.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should think about it first.
I don't give a fuck. What are they gonna do? Make fun of me more? You know how like dudes just like every once in a while, I'll just like trim it down almost next to nothing, and then it goes back. Like trim it, like how like the manscaping thing. I'm not saying bald or anything, but just like almost down to like an Eric Foss buzz cut. And then allow it to come back, and then you forget about it for a while. Then you kind of just like, I think you got to do the same thing with the armpits too. And like once in a while, I'll just shave it down next to nothing.
I think women should always have their stuff shaved. The armpits. I have people in my family. It was like a woman, one of my cousins. I don't know how far along she is, and my cousin, but I saw a picture my uncle had, and she had hair underneath her armpits. I couldn't believe it. And they were proud of it.
Was
like
she black?
Some people, yeah. Some
Yeah,
people actually
I've always
believe
heard
that's
this that like
okay.
some black women have really coarse hair and it's painful to do that.
And she was like, had her arm up, like in a picture with the family members and stuff. I wasn't in the picture, because I would have been like, looked at it like, girl, you not shaved?
I've
thought
heard
it was
that before.
nasty.
I've heard of that before. Like, you know who said that was Monique.
Monique.
Like her hair is really coarse and it's just like it's painful.
Are you talking about the comedian?
Yeah, she won an Oscar or whatever for that one movie.
Yeah.
What's it called? Precious, which I thought was a comedy. It was hilarious. That's another thing I got in a lot of trouble when I was watching that movie and I was laughing. This isn't supposed to be funny.
The movie was all right.
Anyway, but yeah, so I've heard, she was really good in that movie, Monique, but I've heard that, some women like her, I've heard her talk about it, she's like, I just don't give a fuck. It's just, she's like, if I shave it, it's like a 5 o'clock shadow right afterwards. So it depends what kind of hair you have. If your hair is more fine, it's not as big of an issue. Like Danielle down there is probably like pixie dust.
Oh, gosh.
She doesn't even have eyebrows. But I can't help to think that Danielle doesn't have at least like one long hair on one of those titties. I just think that she's got like one long blonde hair coming out of like one of the side of her nipples.
Why are
Gemini
we talking about her anyway? What'd she do?
Oh, nothing. I'm just
This
saying
time.
Gemini guy told me that.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see she's over there on the other channel over there having a nice time. I guess.
I didn't even know she was on.
Yeah, I saw it the other day.
What was she saying?
I didn't watch it too long to get what she was talking about. I didn't care really. I just
Does it have to do with me and Jim again?
No, I don't know. I didn't see it. I just saw her on panel. I didn't hear it. I might have had the volume down really low. I just, you know how they give you these recommendations and stuff on your YouTube and all that.
Yeah.
And I happened to see her over there, that Sashio person.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay.
God, that guy's voice is so fucking annoying. And with that fucking New York accent. I mean, I feel bad for you New Yorkers. I mean, I like a lot of New Yorkers. Don't get me wrong, but there's a particular New York accent. It's not all of them, but a few of them are fucking so annoying. It's that and that Alabama accent. It sounds like they're slightly retarded. And there's some like Southern accents, like, oh, okay, that's cute. I mean, it depends. But that I think it's like a Staten Island Jewish accent, if I'm not mistaken.
It depends on the voice too.
Oh, it's so annoying.
More than the accent, it's like the volume of the tone of somebody's voice.
Ugh. And they all sound like all New Yorkers are tough. They're all tough.
Yeah, that's just some psyche bullshit.
They're all tough. They're all gonna beat somebody up. They're all gonna,
Yeah. There's some psyche thing going on over there where they think they're that way.
I don't know. I mean, I would say that. I mean, not that I've been to either of them. It seems like Michigan would be a lot tougher place to live than Manhattan. But I mean, maybe that's just me.
Depends.
Detroit would be a lot rougher than Manhattan.
Michigan has some really small little towns. They're really nice. It just depends where you are. Like over here where I'm at, it's just a city. It's an inner city. It's a little different. They have country out here. It just depends where you are. I
mean, that's how Louisiana is too. I mean, New Orleans is like that. I mean, you have the central business district, but then you go outside and you're in the swamp. You're like middle of nowhere. I mean, LA's like that too with the desert. It's just, I don't know.
City life.
You need to get out of there. You need to get down to Miami.
What's in Miami?
Hot weather, no snow. That's what's not in Miami.
Yeah, I'm tired of the snow shit. I really
no long sleeves and long pants and beanies and
I hate it.
Cold breath.
Coats. I like sundresses. I like shorts. I like jeans. I like t-shirts. I like stuff like that. this winter shit with the boots, and you see I left my boots behind. It's just too much. Too much upkeep. You gotta pull out your winter clothes. You gotta put them up for the summer. You gotta pull out your spring clothes. You gotta put up your summer clothes. It's a lot going on. How it is. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm just thinking about it, about being cold and all that.
Have you ever lived anywhere with the snow, Mr. X?
I mean, I was born in Ohio, and
I forgot about that.
Everybody fucking left because it was snowing all the time and it was freezing. And all the people like, oh, I've said this before, where you're like, oh, we're vacation in Florida. Why don't we just move here? There's no state tax. Like nobody from Florida, Jim could tell you this too, at least when Jim and I were growing up, nobody was from there. Everybody was, I always say this, Detroit, or just in Michigan in general, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Ohio, like New York, a lot of New York's more South Florida, like Miami, but like Central Florida, everybody was from like Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania. That's what it seemed like.
Wow.
And then if you went further south, you'd start to run into like New York, New Jersey, people from New York, New Jersey.
Yeah, I've never been to Florida.
Oh, it's great. Florida's phenomenal. The only thing that's, it does get hot, like humid hot, where see the difference I wasn't used to desert hot versus like LA desert hot versus Florida humidity hot. I'm more used to humidity hot. Like, so I'll give you an example. You walk outside, let's say you're walking from your hotel to an Olive Garden in Florida. Like you're at Disney. Like I've done that at Disney. Like, oh, well, let's go down to the Olive Garden. Okay. Or Kobe's Steakhouse or whatever it is. And when you walk there, by the time you get there, your back's going to be a little wet. That's how humid it is.
I don't like that. I don't like anything with the air is so thick and so hard to breathe in. It's like
a not hard to breathe, but like you're going to be a little sweaty when you get there. Okay.
Well,
I mean,
but anyway,
the other one, the one that I'm not used to, or Vegas hot, is it's so hot and dry. It'd be like turning on a hair dryer and if it's windy and blowing it in your eyes.
Oh.
Plus, like your lips are getting chapped and you're like thirsty all of a sudden.
Man, I don't like that. That's
that one.
Dry.
So that one is the one I'm still not used to, and I don't like.
That sounds very dry.
Yeah, like the Florida humidity, even though you're sweating and stuff, there's water in the air. But here's the thing about Florida: a lot of bugs down there too. A lot of fucking bugs, including those no-see-ums.
What is that?
Like no-see-um, like you can't see them. There are these bugs that get in your fucking eyes and stuff, and you can't even see them. You're outside and you start getting bit.
What you meant.
Yeah, they're literally called a no-see-um. So what happens is Disney and a lot of these places that are out in the swamp area, they spray all around. A lot of neighborhoods spray around too. So you don't have that, but you can go into some backwoods area. Like I guarantee you those areas where Fumblenuts drives through, like in the fucking farm areas, they don't spray in those areas. I guarantee you Fumblenuts' neighborhood has no-see-ums everywhere. In the orange fields and all that. Like that's not a populated area. Bartow, maybe a little bit, but like overall, I'm sure the bugs are like during the summertime are rough.
So you mean to tell me they get in your eyes, your nose?
They get in your they'll bite you. Yeah, they're getting bit. They're in your eyes. Like I'm going in fucking sidewalk. This is bullshit. They bite your neck.
I've never heard of that before. Are you serious?
I can't believe you've never heard of a no-see-um.
I don't want to live. I don't want to come there if they're doing that. I don't want them to bite my eyes. I like to see.
I mean, there's ways to insect repellent and all that kind of stuff that you can,
Yeah, but that's chemicals. See, this is the only reason why. This is one thing I can say about Michigan that I do like a little bit. Even though the snow is a pain in the ass, it kills off things like that.
Here, I'll show it to you. This is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Monkey
fell asleep.
No, I didn't.
So no-see-ums, identification, prevention, and treatment, yada, yada. But you can see how small they are. See that?
What the hell?
Yeah. You wouldn't even know one of those motherfuckers are biting you. Look, yeah, that's what happens to your skin. You get these little red marks on. So Jim and I would go and play basketball. You come back, you're all red.
Did they only bite the white people? Did they bite the black people?
Well,
too?
no, they bite the black. But, I mean, you're not going to see them on that kind of skin. I mean, yeah, you might have some. But, yeah, you can get no-see-em bites like this.
I did not know that existed.
Yeah. And then here's the other thing. There's a lot of red ants. There's cockroaches. Like, you almost never see cockroaches in L.A. I mean, unless it's a real shitty area.
Aren't those cockroaches really huge there?
In Florida, yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't see bugs like that in that dry-ass, dead-ass desert out there in Las Vegas. I've never seen a bug, unless somebody said there was bed bugs. I can't recall ever seeing a bug in Las Vegas. Maybe an ant on the ground or something.
Oh, Mr. X, let me ask you something about the no-see-em bugs. I mean, if you're covered up, I mean, there should be no problem, right? If you're covered up from
if you're covered up, you're okay. But I mean, a lot of it's warm out. You want to go play basketball. You're back in the woods, like those areas you see Fumble Nuts walking around where he's acting tough and he's back in the woods, and that's just riddled with bugs, especially if there's a little pond around there.
Let me ask you something about that. So,
or he's spraying off all over himself, like the spray. It's called off.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But let me ask you something. So it bites so the skin, is it attracted to your skin?
Yeah, I don't know if it's
like
your sweat or whatever.
Blood bug or something, like a mosquito?
Yeah. I tell you this, you go into Disney or a place like that, you won't get bit there. They got that shit controlled somehow. And I've definitely seen around like my parents' neighborhoods, there's like a small like pesticide looking thing, and they just spray. It just like comes out of it's almost like a miniature like dump truck looking, but it's got like or like a miniature gas tanker, and it's just got like it just sprays stuff out in the air. They go through these neighborhoods and do it, the nicer neighborhoods, and it kills all those. But like Fumble Nuts doesn't have that.
Is that just in Florida or just a hot climate like Florida?
I mean, Florida, Louisiana. I mean, definitely a Florida thing. But then the thing about Florida that people forget about is like it's a lot of Everglades and swamps and that whole alligator alley and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't take much to go to the inside of the state where there's nothing. Like everybody, when they see Florida, they see Miami Beach, they see Clearwater Beach, they see Daytona, Cocoa Beach. They see that's all on the coast. Disney's in, but it's its own like controlled thing. So is Universal. I mean, it's Orlando's kind of its own controlled thing. But as far as like where Fumble Nuts lives, or if you were to go south of that to like Sebring or north of that to like Groveland, those places are fucking shitholes. I remember training. I've talked about this. Kim Kahana's stunt school, which is in Groveland, Florida. And so if you were to draw a line from where Fumble Nuts was at and go north, like directly north, but in the middle of the state, he lived on this property and it was like an island that was surrounded by swamp. He's dead now, so I could tell the story and this and that. Fucking giant bugs there. I mean, it was like Jurassic Park type bugs there. And we were out there training in that shit.
Well, I gotta get down, Mr. X. I'm
gonna get out of here too. We're start talking about bugs and dongs flinging around.
I've never heard of that bug before, but I just learned something, I guess.
Well, I mean, you kind of get used to it, and you know the place you can go. And if you're getting bit, you start going like this to your skin. You're like, oh shit, I got to go inside.
To Florida.
I remember one time too. I had an aunt and uncle come down, some cousins come down, and they're from Ohio, right? And they came down, and the kids were excited to go to Disneyland and Busch Gardens and Adventure Island and all that stuff. Florida Disneyland. You think it's all Disneyland? It's not. A lot of it's like where Fumble Nuts lives. A lot of it's farm. Like that area that Fumble Nuts lives in, and he drives around, you see it's all farm. That's what St. Leo used to look like. It in the 90s, it used to look like that. It reminds me a lot of St. Leo, except St. Leo's now built up a lot more. It still kind of looks like that, but maybe not as much because the state keeps expanding. The big cities are expanding into the shitty areas like where Fumble Nuts lives. So they came down, like, I want to go to food. Let's go out in the backyard and play croquet or whatever. And they go out and they're not used to it and they don't know. And the little kid steps in an ant pile and those red ants just bite the shit out of those kids. Biting them. And, people die from that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, I mean, it could get bad real quick. But, I mean, that's one thing that I don't miss about Florida is the bugs. But if you're in most nice places, you're not going to really run into that. Like, let's just say Long Beach was in Florida. Okay, like I could move Long Beach and Playa Vista to Florida. Like that, like if that was or the whole coast from like where Marina Del Rey is to where Johnny's at. None of those areas would have bad bugs. But if you were to go out to like where Dana Nicole's out, like in San Bernardino, and even though that's out in the desert, it's real dry out there. If you were to go that far inland into Florida, like an hour and a half, 2 hours, yeah, it would get real bad. So in some ways, it kind of reminds me, instead of it being hot and humidity, it's dry heat. That's the difference.
Well, I was in California for about a year, and I thought it was nice there. I don't remember having any problems with a bunch of bugs like that.
No, there's not real. The things that are here that I guess they have them now in Florida. Coyotes are here. I don't ever remember being coyotes growing up in Florida, but they're there now. Seems like they're everywhere now. But coyotes, I mean, I think that's why I'm so fascinated by the mountain lions. Like, that's so crazy. There is a Florida panther, but I don't recall anybody ever seeing one in person. It's like very rare.
Those
but now
are beautiful.
Giant anacondas and shit down there in the Everglades.
Not those. I don't like those. I'm not a snake. I mean, I'm not afraid of snakes. Just not a snake person.
There's definitely, reptiles like little lizards. You ever played a little game? You get a little lizard, you catch a little lizard, and then you clip
those kind of freak me out a little bit. The lizards.
You could do it, and you could have them bite your ear and then wear them around like earrings.
You know what it is? They jump around too much. It seems like they don't have no control.
No, you can catch them. They're not geckos or anything. But yeah, you remember like the getting the earring for guys on the left ear was real popular in like the 90s.
Yeah,
early
I remember.
90s, like the George Michael thing. Even though when nobody knew he was gay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people were like getting lizards and have them biting their left ear and then walking around like it was an earring.
It's so obvious now looking at George Michael that he is. I didn't pay attention. I liked him. I liked the songs that he did. I bought some records of his. I mean, he was a great singer.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, he's got some really good music to work out.
Yes, he does.
And so, but like I listened to that song Freedom, the Freedom 1990 song.
I like that one.
And if that's not like a gay coming out song, I don't fucking know what is. That it's like he's basically telling you
I like it though.
what
I like
he did.
That song.
It's a great song, great beat, great song,
like
great
Faith
video.
Too.
Yeah.
The Faith song. I think that's a great song as well.
That's earlier, but yeah. Father figure. I mean, I mean, that's a little, what do you think?
I didn't know anything about it. I just liked him. I thought he was a great singer. And I wish we can go back to that. Now everybody has to know now. It's so ridiculous.
I remember first coming into LA, and I might have told this story before, and my parents wanted to go on like one of those Hollywood tour trips. I was like, I really don't want to do it. Like, well, you got to at least do it one time where like, they drive you around to the stars' houses. They really wanted to do it. I did. And I'm like, well, I'll go. And I remember the first stop. We're like, okay, everybody jump out of the bus and, go pee. They go, that's the George Michael bathroom that he got busted in. They got caught, like essentially ended his career.
That's messed up.
Beaten off in there or whatever. Yeah, I've been in that bathroom before.
You have?
Yeah, I took a piss in there. Probably pissed all over my pants. No, I've been in there. It's real small.
The ghost of George Michael.
Yeah, I think he was doing something. He was doing gay stuff in there, I think.
Yeah, got caught.
It's in like Beverly Hills too. It's like in a really nice area.
Yeah, wasn't he soliciting or something like that?
He was doing something. I don't know. I remember Steve told me a story that he met him and like kind of hung out with him.
Really? I bet that was cool.
Yeah, he said he was a nice guy. I mean, it wasn't anything bad or weird or anything, but
yeah, he's such a great singer. He really is a great singer.
Well, whenever a guy goes like, I didn't know the lingo or didn't start understanding this. Like as I lived here and started like, hey, you boys have a good time. Like I didn't realize boys was like like a gay, like kind of slang thing. Like I like there was some there's definitely gay stuff in Florida too, but it's more wide open in LA. It's more part of the culture than Florida. Certainly Clearwater, Florida. You know, it's not South Beach.
Well, if
you
you
know.
say boys to a black brother, it means something else. I think
Yeah,
it
that well,
depends
then
who's
I learned
saying
that in
it.
Louisiana too. Hey, come over here, boy.
Right.
Yeah. And that's part of the, and that was another thing. I was like, whoa. You know, you don't call 4 or 5 grown men boys.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Anyway, all right. Well, Johnny, what else we got? We've got now. Next thing you know, we're on here for another 2 hours.
It's okay.
Mr. X, I enjoyed you and thank you. And Johnny,
You're welcome, Rainbow.
I'm gonna get
Hey,
off.
I want to
guys.
show you guys something real quick.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Her
Look
up.
at this. Look at this right here.
Her up.
Can you see that, Mr. X?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
my
look at
buddy.
that.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy Steve.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I watch his every so often. I'm subscribed to him. He does a good job.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know anything about him. I need to see who he is.
Yeah, he's his
Can somebody
name
put
is
his link in the chat? Do you have his link?
Rainbow. His
Yeah.
name is Steve Triple O.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you find him. And it says live Los Angeles PD Pursuit. And he puts the date on there all the time. And his name is Steve 000 or Steve 000.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, he's a good guy. And Captain, LA Captain, PZ and Steve and LA Captain, they were talking one night, and LA Captain gave PZ some good advice about how to follow when we go down to downtown LA. When we go to LA, PZ's going to start listening off of YouTube when we go downtown LA because Mr. LA Captain puts all the scanners on his YouTube channel.
So what is his YouTube channel exactly? What is it?
He does the
What's
same
he doing
like
it?
the live.
He does the same thing that we do.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, that's why I see the street and all that. Okay, got it. That's cool. All right, Johnny, is that it? I'm gonna drop down. I appreciate coming.
Okay, thank you, Rainbow. Thank you for coming out, Rainbow.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
Angel Gotti's chat right now.
Oh shit.
So she's got 554 people watching. Okay. I'm just like this is what I don't understand. Okay. Here, monkey.
Okay.
But we'll bring it up for a second or two.
All right.
She got 3 people in her chat, including her. 558 people watching and 3 people in the chat.
What?
Doesn't make any. 547 people and 3 people in the chat.
Are you looking at can you look at the actual chat though? There might be people in the chat. I don't understand that.
It said participants.
Oh, okay, got it. Wow.
Yeah, there's 3 people in the chat.
Are you serious?
It doesn't make any sense. Like I know PZ was in the chat, but he's
I
not
don't
right
see
now.
the times either. You know what I mean? The times of the chats. I don't see that either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Palmina's in there.
I don't dislike
Donna.
her, and I don't, I don't think that she's buying it, but I think somebody's buying for her. Like it could be Lee Cole or somebody.
Why they do that? I mean,
like Johnny has more live in his chat than she does. I don't know.
I don't know either, Mr. X. It's like, you know what? You see other things going on over there too, and you just like you question that part of things, and then now you just show this demonstration of the chat and what's really this and the numbers, and it's just like to me, I don't really. This is why you don't trust nobody. You can't trust people. You can't trust anybody. It doesn't matter who is what, name is what. It doesn't matter who they are. I'm not talking about her. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I'm just saying this in general. Okay, you really don't know what people really do. You really don't.
I just remember like early on Jim's show, there would be like, it might be like 1,000 or so people, but there'd be like 70 to 100 participants, and we'd have to slow it down. It's that. So let's just say 500. It's still it's a lot. You can still slow it down if there's an active conversation. I don't see it moving at all.
She has a lot of people in there waiting for her chat too. I saw that. So there is a considerable lot of people that be there, but it doesn't make sense either than what you just showed. So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me either way. I mean, Angel, I think is a good person, and it's not. I don't believe she would be the one that was doing it. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Lee Cole secretly does that for her or something like that. Somebody does it for her and she don't even know it. So, all right. Well, I'm going to jump in the shower and clean this dirty dong of mine.
And watch her dirty draws.
Yeah, I mean, Barbara, yeah, I'm sure you guys, when the screaming was going on, there was a lot of chatting going on, but,
Drama's left.
Who?
The drama has left.
Yeah. I'm not going to, I had a good time over here tonight. I'm not going to ruin my night screaming at people.
Yeah, we had a good time over here, didn't we, Mr. X?
Yeah, we had a good time. We talked about some goofy stuff. We got to talk to Rainbow Melon and Belvie, and so I mean, we talked some stories. I got to get that shit talking out of the way, so I don't have to post about it. It's enough for me.
Yeah.
Good night, then.
Thank
All
you.
right, I'm out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Dry.
Yeah, dry.
All right, call later. I'm out of here.
Okay. Play my song until we're out of here. There we go. What do I want to hear? Let's do this one.
One hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later,
A few moments later.
the next day, later, meanwhile, 1 eternity later.